All right, fellas, this is. All right, this, fellas, is episode 4 of ChanmanV's Coaching Corner, and tonight we have the pleasure of having Protoss ClashShew on to talk about Protoss versus Zerg, and we'll be going over 3 replays and then having him play against some Zergs second half of the show, and we're just going to delve into just the Protoss strategy for defending against the various Zerg strategies. So for you guys who don't know Shu, because a lot of people have been asking me just who Shu is, but he was actually the highest finishing player not on a team at MLG Providence, and he finished in, I believe it was round 8 of the open bracket, so it was just one round out of the championship bracket. So obviously he's very, very good. He's I see him all the time playing Machine. I remember Machine even telling me that he was a student of his once, and now she's so damn good now. So this should be a real treat. So at this time, let me bring him on. Just give me 1 second here. Where are you at? There you are.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Doing well, how are you?
Good, good. So, pretty excited to have you on the show. This is going to be a real treat since I know everybody's been asking about ZVP or PVZ for the last week or two since I've had the show on. So this should be really educational for everybody.
It's been an honor having me on. Thank you.
So, why don't we start by, why don't you, I guess, talk a little bit about what you've been up to lately?
Recently I've just been practicing really hard. I joined Team Clash, which is a new team. It's a mainly Korean-based team with a lot of Korean players, but I know the owner of the team, and I thought it would be the best team that would give me the most opportunities, both internationally and in the North American area, and the best practice, because they definitely have really good Korean players. And I've just been practicing really hard. I'm 23-4 on my new account on Ladder.
Oh, so nice.
I've been trying hard.
Trying hard. Been owning is pretty much what you've been doing. That's awesome. So why don't we just jump right into it? So we have 3 replays, and they're all PVZ,
yeah.
And they are all on different maps, and apparently they are all different strategies too. So this should be really good. Which one do you want to start with?
That's a hard one to think about. Why don't we do the Shattered Temple game first?
Okay.
Let me
good.
Find it really quick.
Why don't we just load it up to 2 minutes once you get it running? And
it's the one against Presto, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just check.
So I'll wait for you at 2 minutes, and then we'll just 2x it from there. Is that cool, or?
Yeah, we have some pretty long games. So.
Okay.
I know the show's 2 hours too, but
yeah, it's all good.
Replay analysis after an hour is
a little overload. I hear you. I definitely hear you.
All right.
Oh man, I'm sitting there focused on the Zergs once I used to be from the Zerg standpoint. So this is gotta get on the Protoss here.
I'm ready when you are, sir.
Okay, 3, 2, we'll go 2x. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. So basically, Shattered Temple, I think it's a good Protoss map because it's hard for a Zerg to take a fast third.
Mm-hmm.
Either they have to kill the back rocks and take the back one, but if they do that, they might as well take the gold. Because it's rocks there too, and they have the same amount of life. And
right.
If they want to take a fast third, they have to take the main that's close to them, which kind of sucks because it's a long distance and it's vulnerable to attacks. So on this map, I either do a force fast expand or I do what we're seeing here is a gate expand. What we didn't see at the start, because it was because we started at 2 minutes, was I scouted and I saw the Zerg was going 14 gas and 14 pool, which means he's going for a speed ling expand.
Right.
Which on the production tab you see speed's already halfway done.
Right.
And my first sentry is just coming out. So
I see.
against a speed ling expand, you can't one gate fast expand. You'll just die pretty much.
Right. So I mean, so how safe is the Forge expand then, really? Then, if
well, Forge expand is safe because they can't run by if you have proper SimCity. It's just a little bit harder to do.
I see. Okay.
So this game, I'm faking a 1-gate expand by putting the pylon down there, but really I'm doing 3 gates before expansion. I'm putting the pylon down there to hopefully bait him into making more lings and try and cancel it. But unfortunately, he doesn't take the bite. So it's just something you can do, and less experienced players will cancel or make a bunch of lings, but you'll have 3 gateways. So his lings will be wasted, essentially.
Right.
And it's basically making him make less drones. So I get my 3 gates, I get my Forge, which is essential. Right now, I'm afraid that he's trying to bait me out. As you saw, I was hanging back there. I was afraid he was going to bait me out and then surround me with a million lings. Whenever you gateway expand like this, you got to hold back. And right here with the 3-gate expand, so I put the Nexus down.
Nice,
I go, it's kind of going fast right now, so I'm trying to talk really fast.
Yeah, we can slow. You want to slow it down a little? Let's just slow it down. Yeah, let's go down to 1. There, faster. I mean. Yeah.
Can we go back to 7 minutes?
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, it's going a little too fast. There's a lot of stuff to talk about here.
Yeah, the early game of PvC is so crucial.
Yeah.
So I'm at faster on 7 when you are.
Okay. Well, you know what? I have one question for you too before this. So with your timing on your Forge, is that normal? I mean, I feel like when people go 3-gate, it's usually...
Some people do the Forge before, others do it after.
Oh, I see.
I did it just because you see how open the natural is.
Right.
And it's just a really big distance, and it's hard to defend, if they make a lot of lings. It'd be harder to, because you want to force the Zerg into a choke, and where it's only, 1 force field to wall off and kill a lot of lings. So I did that just because I was afraid of him making a lot of lings, because that's very common with the speedling expand. And I just wanted to have a little bit more safety. So it's just to be a little bit safer.
Okay. Cool.
And it delays my Nexus, but it also ensures that my Nexus will get up at some point and not get canceled.
Right. Okay.
So, right here at 7 minutes, I'm moving my army out to the middle of the map. We haven't started yet, right?
No, not yet.
Okay. Pretty much after you do a 3-gate expand, you want to go pressure the Zerg, because you want him to not be making drones, because he didn't make links, he's been making drones this whole time. If he made links, I probably wouldn't move out. I would just be sitting in my base right now, but because he didn't make lings, or didn't show them to me at least, I need to push out to make him stop making drones and make spine crawlers, which in the production tab he's making 2 right now. Right. And it also allows my Nexus to get up.
So do you just push to mid, or are you going to push further here?
I'll push further just because I feel a little ballsy this game, but sometimes you usually want to push at least 2/3 to their base and then back off, I would say. Just push so that they know you're pushing. You kill a ling, or you kill an overlord, or you pass by an overlord or something like that.
Okay.
So because what's the point of pushing out if they never see you push out?
Right.
You just mind gamed yourself, essentially.
Yeah, that's true.
Behind any gateway expansion, you'll see in a second I put down a Stargate. You have to make a Stargate in order to be safe against a Roach Ling all-in. Because 1 Void Ray will hold that off, essentially, with cannons and force fields.
Okay.
So you pretty much have to go Stargate in order to be safe against that all-in.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's about it so far. And I've just been chrono boosting probes, and I'm probably going to so I can catch up in the econ.
Right. Yeah, once you have that sentry count, you're pretty much, good to go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Also, sometimes I like to get hallucination with my 3-gate or 1-gate expand to just have another scouting opportunity.
Right.
But usually with Stargate, you don't need it because you'll have Void Ray and Phoenixes to just send around anyway.
Well, that brings up a good point. So, at what point, what kind of timings are you looking for when you go scouting? Because, one of the things I've noticed, just, the difference between Zerg and Protoss is that Protoss doesn't have to scout quite as much, in general. So, I mean, I know there's specific timings for all you high-level Protoss, and I'm kind of curious as to when before the Observer, you're sending probes, to scout. And I know they're timed for something, so especially against Zerg. So, what are those in sync with, I guess, is what I'm trying to ask.
The first scout, with the initial, after your pylon scout. So you put your pylon down on 9, and then you go scout. That's to check whether he's doing 6 pool, a fast pool, a 10 pool, or it could be a 14 gas, 14 pool for speed, or it could be a 14 pool, 16 hatch, just a slow, no gas expansion. kind of like the spinny Shiwa style,
Mm-hmm.
or a hatch first. That's all that you're essentially looking for is one of those options, because those are all the options that a Zerg can do. And pretty much from there, it depends on what you open. We can see it in the other games more when I scout too. In this game, because I went for a one base play, and he went for Speedling expand. If I had gone for a Forge expansion, then I would have to be afraid of Niduses. But because I went one base play, like, I'll have gateway units, so
Right.
why would you want a Nidus when I have already a bunch of units?
Right.
And no good Zerg will Nidus you when you do a gateway expand.
Yeah,
so
that'd be pretty stupid, actually.
that's what it's really like, you just have to know the options that Zerg can do, and under the certain circumstances whether he can do them or not. And it's more when you scout, it's what can't he do, or what is he not doing, or what are his options, rather than what is he exactly doing. Because you can scout somebody and then they can do something completely different.
Right, of course.
Because say they put down a Hydra Den and a Roach Warren, but they only make roaches, and you can scout that and be like, well, he made a Hydra Den, but he just never made Hydras. But you can, if you scout the gases, you can see like, oh, he was only on 2 gas, so he didn't have the gas to make Hydras. So
Right. I see what you mean. No, that's a really good point. I mean, yeah, there's always a lot of instances where people get gamed, right? Just like you said, just building a building and not building anything, or canceling it, or just later on whenever your overlord's dead, or whatever your scouting unit is dead. So yeah, this kind of, I guess you can describe it as just a higher percentage, just covering as many bases as possible with given what he can do. Yeah, that's a really good way to think of it. Cool.
I think we're good to start.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. 3, 2, 1.
Are we
okay.
doing faster, or are we doing 2 times?
I don't know. What do you think at this point? I mean, we kind of went over a lot there.
Yeah, we did. So we'll try 2 times. And we'll see.
Okay, sounds good. We can just keep pausing, at certain points.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so I deny him sending his lings by, and I built the Stargate. He gets some lings by, but I'm going back just to make sure he doesn't ling run by.
Right.
Excuse me, and he made those lings, and I saw that he made those lings, so I was like, okay, my mission was successful. He made lings. He
right.
was drones, and he made a lot too.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Drone. And so I'm getting a cannon up just to be safe. I'm taking out those rocks because you're gonna have to do that eventually. But when I don't have vision on his lings, I want to bring my army back so I don't get run by it and out of position. And I'm building my first Void Ray. You always want to build a Void Ray first out of your Stargate.
Okay.
Sometimes I build 2, like now I'm building 2. And right now I'm also pushing out on the map just to scout. And right here I see his Spire, and he just put it in a bad spot, so I'm like, okay, he's going muta. And he has spines. And he only has links. Those are the 3 main things when you see a Spire, okay, he's making muta. He has a million spines, he only has lanes.
Right.
He's making the Spire, obviously.
So you weren't worried about losing that sharking squad there with the your sentries?
I wasn't, because he actually we should probably pause.
Yeah, because you pushed all the way up to his natural, which you're on the creep, which kind of surprised me.
I wasn't, because I had a zealot and a bunch of sentries, and I'm confident in my force fields.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm just confident in my force fields. It depends on the player. You can beat an infinite number of lings. It just depends on your force field usage.
I see. Okay.
So it just all depends on the player. I played pretty ballsy this game because I just felt confident in my micro.
Right.
But
okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, if we back up a little bit, we'll actually see when I scout the Spire.
Okay. Let's see.
He actually ends up canceling it and goes for a Hydra Den instead.
Yeah,
and I come back in and I see, oh, there's no more Spire there anymore. So, obviously he's not going Spire, and then I scout the Hydra Den. So he completely tech switched on me.
Right.
And we'll see, I don't know where you add in it, but we'll see, at 10 minutes and 10 seconds, I was making a Twilight Council to prepare for muta, but I switched to a robotics bay, or robotics facility, but I realized, this past week, this game was earlier on in this week, but I realized within more the past few days that you can still beat a Roach Hydra army with just Immortal and Blink Stalker. and I think it's actually more cost efficient, especially if the Zerg is on 2 base, because they'll try to go for some Hydra Roach timing, and you won't have Colossus in time. You'll just have to be a Force Field God to hold off a Hydra Roach with just Gateway and not like Blink Stalker Immortal.
Wow. So
okay. Recently, because I was watching GSL and I saw some Protoss do this too. If you scout a Zerg and he's going like Roach Hydra, just make a Twilight Council, because even if he tech switches to Muta really quick, you already have the Twilight Council for Blink, and Twilight Council is actually decent with good upgrades against a Roach Hydra army.
I see. Yeah, it's definitely more versatile.
Yeah, and if you get your +1 early, I didn't this game, I probably should have, but if you get your +1 early and then you put down your Twilight Council, you can get +2 fast, usually before their push, and having a +2 Blink Stalker army is actually really strong.
Wow, okay. That's interesting. Yeah. No, I can see how that makes sense, though. It definitely gives you a lot of flexibility, just in case, they do end up going Muta, like late Muta.
And Colossus are really good, but it's hard to go Stargate and into Colossus when he's on 2 base and you know a push is coming, and you have to hold off for that Colossus to come out. Right. So, where are you in it?
Right now, I'm at like 1228, so I can just go wherever you want.
Can we go back? I went back so I could make sure that I covered everything.
Yeah. I kind of went back with you, but I left it running after a little bit.
Can we go back to 11? That's cool.
Okay, sure. All right.
Hold on one second.
Okay.
59, 11. Okay. ×2. I'm ready when you are.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. So you see, I keep my Void Ray and my Phoenix constantly moving around. I scouted that he was taking the 3rd, with the gold 3rd, that is, because he was taking out the rocks, and I'm just poking.
So the only point of the Void Rays and the Phoenix are just to scout.
Essentially, like against good players, they shouldn't lose bases.
Right.
So it's just to scout right now, and to pick off any stray queens or creep tumors or anything I can. So I saw that he's making a lot of Hydra, and he only has Hydra Ling at this point. He doesn't have any roaches. So this game I decided to go for quick Colossus. So my metagame is kind of outdated in this game, but this also works because he's taking a 3rd. He's not going for necessarily a timing. And I'm also taking my 3rd because I scouted him taking his 3rd. And even though I'm taking the back one as a 3rd, it's still safe, because if I went out to go take the gold, it's a pretty short rush distance for him to just like attack me with a really strong timing. So I can take the gold later. Like, it's okay. Like, we're still on 3 bases even though it is gold. So I scout with my Overseer Observer that he's taking the 4th base. Right now I'm just teching up. I have a pretty beastly army, so I go out to take my 4th because I saw he was taking his. He goes for a ling drop in my main, which I found interesting. I just warp in some zealots and so there's an engagement that might happen soon. He's just poking with his army, denying me vision, which is good. Right now I'm just macroing up. I should have a little bit more probes. Ideally, you want like 75 probes. It's the perfect number for Protoss, but I only have like 60 something right now.
I see.
But I got supply blocked a little bit this game too. But so we're just like dancing with our armies. I'm just trying to get him into a good position, because fighting out in the open like that is really bad for me. I want to fight on chokes.
Just somewhere behind that little wall right there, right?
Yeah, somewhere where he can't get an arc.
Right.
Because if he gets an arc, then my army will be in big trouble.
Okay.
So right here, he's actually gearing up for a major drop. And the reason why I sent this game is because of my decision making and army splitting this game. I have my air units just defending with the cannons, and then I see the roach drop, and I'm like, oh crap. So I send.
Okay, so pause it real quick.
Pause.
Yeah,
so,
this is good to discuss because it's like multitask right here, which is, I think a lot of Protoss have trouble like decision making as to what to send where.
Especially when like, sorry.
It's okay.
Especially when, like, Zergs don't even drop much. Like,
Yeah. So you haven't had much practice of even defending it, probably. Like,
Yeah,
right,
like not many Zergs drop or do split stuff besides like Stefano.
right.
But okay, so I split my army and I send some Stalkers, an Immortal, and all my Colossus to go attack, while I use my air units and my Gateway army to defend my gold. And the reason I do that is because all of his Corruptors are attacking my gold, which means I don't want any of my Colossi to die because they'll all die if they attack in that engagement.
Right.
So I sent my Colossus to where the Corruptors aren't, with some ground support, because Colossus need ground support. So that's just like the decision making behind it. And I can use my force fields to kill his army, because it's a mainly Hydra army with a little bit of roaches.
Right.
Corruptors, which Corruptors don't do anything to ground units. So, yeah, that's pretty much the thought process behind it. Where are you at? I think we paused it.
Yeah, I kind of went back just to look at that. I'm at 18.
Okay, I'll catch up to you then. Pretty much, he takes out my Nexus, which sucks, but I don't really even have that many minerals left to mine in my main. Like, it's like 200 for pretty much every mineral patch.
Right.
And he didn't even take out any tech or anything.
Yeah, that's true.
And right now, I know his main army isn't that big because of the drop, so I'm just poking out, making him make a lot more units with my main army while I just clean up things in my main, and then I'll go back to expand. And pretty much because my 4th finished right when my main went down, I just sent all of those probes to the gold. Okay. So I think that actually kind of helped me, because it helped me saturate my gold really fast.
I see.
What would be mining in my main, but it essentially forced me to send all those probes that weren't mining to go to my
right.
To go to my gold. Okay, so all right.
Okay. But how are you feeling at this point? Like,
at this point,
yeah, are you feeling you're behind, or?
At this point, I don't think I need to do better scouting. I know he's on 4 base, but I don't know if he took the 5th or 6th.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm in a decent position because he spent a lot of gas on his units because he has Hydra, Roach, and Corruptor, so he couldn't have gone Hive that fast. So I know I don't need a Mothership or Void Race or anything at this point.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.
And the fact that he's been, that he's shown that he drops, are you going to do anything, like, say, in your main to, to maybe help with that? Or are you just going to, it's just going to have to be, just something that he has an option of doing and will hurt, but, you're not going to line a bunch of cannons or anything in your base, right? So I'm just interested.
So.
Yeah, just interested in what you would do.
He continues to drop in this game. I don't remember exactly what I do, but we'll see as the game progresses.
Cool.
But, yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay. So 18 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 3.
Should we just do faster?
Okay, sure.
We'll try that.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. So just cleaning up his stuff, taking out some stray units at the front, kill the shit that's in the back. Oh, sorry. I'm for cursing.
No, that's fine. It's fine. It's a laid-back show, man. It's all good.
So I know his main army isn't that big.
Yeah, you got a good. You took out a lot of Hydras there, so that was really good.
On the units lost tab, I'm actually extremely ahead.
Right.
And he only took out like a Nexus. Like that's it. Like he didn't even pick out my gateways because they were on the other side. So he's trying to push in right now with his whole army, but I have my whole army there with Colossus, so that's not happening.
Right.
And he's gearing up for another drop. So yeah, but I don't know that. And I should have like an observer or something over there, but he had an overseer and he killed it earlier. So I should have some way of scouting. This is when hallucination would be good. If I had used it, I had to research, but I'm not using it. And his main army is just small right here. But I see that he's dropping again too. So
Blink saved you there.
Yeah,
okay.
I blink in to go take that out, and still use my Colossus to fight because I need the AOE. Which in hindsight, I think I should have taken the Colossus into my main. I don't know why I did it the other time. And I should have taken him into the main to kill all those roaches because I lose a lot of stalkers. But Archons and Immortals really are good against roaches. So I was able to clean up his roaches, and with reinforcement of Blink Stalkers, I ended up taking out his roaches in my main.
Wow, okay.
But I ended up losing a couple Colossus when I shouldn't have.
Right, and the Colossus count is going to dictate when you Death Ball push, right?
Pretty much.
Okay.
It's and his army composition. But right here I'm just
Got it.
pressuring him because he lost a significant army and he did damage, so I need to do some damage. And
Right.
I'm just pressuring. I lose that Colossus, which sucks. And
Wow, he's everywhere right now. Yeah.
continuing with Roach drop, which is fine. But I have a Warp Prism, so I'm going to do some of my own little drop.
Nice.
But yeah, pretty much I'm just gearing up for the late game in this game. I'm just trying to survive.
So talk to me about the Archons versus like a very Roach-centric army.
I'm getting the Archons in preparation because I used a hallucination to scout his hive tech, and he's researching hive.
Mm-hmm.
And right here with my Warp Prism, I'm going to take out the Greater Spire that's morphing.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
I build the Archons in preparation for preparation for when I need an Archon toilet. Yeah, and
I just barely missed it. Oh, I see. Okay.
Got the transfuse.
Okay, so you're building towards the Mothership army. Okay, that makes total sense.
I'm building towards the Super Death Ball, pretty much.
Right.
Archons are really good. And since he has so many Corruptors, like I can't keep building Colossus right now.
Right.
So
but since he has so many Corruptors, you know he can't push you either until he has that Greater Spire, right? So that's cool too.
But it's a trade-off.
Right.
So right here, I just felt like I had a good time to attack. I took out his 5th I was building, and I saw his army wasn't that big when he went to go finish off or save his Greater Spire, and I just felt like it was a good time to attack and take out a lot of econ, and before his Broodlords morphed. Like essentially that attack was with nothing that his Corruptors can use.
Right.
And it was before his Broodlords morphed, so I could do as much damage with his army before he attacked me with Broodlords. Because there's some close calls there. And pretty much you can't attack with just Broodlords, they'll die. You have to have a ground army to support them.
Right. So pause it for a second. So that's interesting because that kind of thinking there, like wanting to trade there, is like something I would think the Zerg wants to do and not the Protoss. You know what I mean? So that is so. Wow. Okay. So you think your production is high enough at this point that it was. I totally get the logic as so basically getting value for your army at that point. Yeah. But you felt like your production was high enough that you could just remake that army pretty quickly. Okay. Wow. That's cool.
And it also allowed me to take my 5th and 6th bases, which was big.
Oh,
and,
that's true. Okay.
Like I can just warp in so many stalkers at once. Like I have a decent amount of gateways right now. I should probably have a little bit more.
Right.
I have 12 right now, which is a decent amount.
Nice. Yeah.
And I'm building a Void Ray because when I was attacking, I saw that it was making Broodlords.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I don't have a mothership, I'm making Void Rays to kill the Broodlords. You never really want to make more than 6 Void Rays if you're going to be making Void Rays against Broodlords. And it's always kind of a trade-off because they may be making Corruptors. And if they make Corruptors and Broodlords, then your Void Rays will just die. So that's why a mothership is usually better against a Broodlord infestor like Roach kind of army, even with Corruptors. And but I just need something to bother the Broodlords because I can't let them go untouched.
Right,
so
right.
I have to have something for his coming push because he's going to be pushing his Broodlords with them.
Okay.
So
okay,
I'm just making Blink Stalkers and Void Rays pretty much. So I'll back up to 23.
Yeah, I'm at 2338.
Okay,
so
I'll scoot up to you.
Okay, sounds good. This is good. This is a really good game to go over, actually.
Yeah. I have another one. Another one that's good.
Yeah, I mean, as in-depth as we're going, we might only have time for just one more replay, but this is really good, so it's totally worth it.
I sent the third replay I sent is just a really good timing attack to do on really Zerg favored maps.
Oh, okay, so that could be a quick one.
Like Metalopolis, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, so I'm at 2338.
Okay, great.
Go faster. I'm ready when you are.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so just building up the stalkers.
Mm-hmm.
I want to take vision on the map, that's why I moved out, and I know I can just blink away if I'm afraid. And I see he's attacking, but he has no ground army. Like, that's really small. So just blink, get out of there. Try to get my Void Rays, get as many Stalkers as I can. Just trying to buy some time right now. And I want to bait him. I'm also warp prisming the back and just trying to do damage, see if I can take out stuff. Unfortunately, I'm more preoccupied with the front. I should have been better at multitasking here. But I see that he has no Corruptors with his Broodlords, so I can pretty much just have my Void Rays go and kill all of his Broodlords. But it takes me a little bit to realize that, which should be, like, right now, my 2 Void Rays are going, but they could have gone a little bit earlier.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And pretty much, he's just going to lose every Broodlord to my Void Rays. And my Stalkers get caught out of position here, and I'm just, like, trying to run away. But this is giving me time to let my Void Rays destroy all of his Broodlords. Like, look how fast they die.
Right.
And right now, I'm just running away with my Blink Stalkers.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you're just drawing away you draw away the ground army with your Stalkers and just let the Void Rays just unload. Got it.
Unfortunately, I do a god-awful blink, and I lose a lot of my Blink Stalkers.
Oh, yeah.
But all of his Broodlords have disappeared, and my Void Rays have like 3 and 5 kills. So that was really good. And I can bait him right now into cannon range.
Yeah.
Cannons are really good. So I can just defend there. And pretty much right here, I feel really confident because I destroyed all of his Broodlords. Like, what's he gonna do?
That was the push that you just stuffed. So yeah.
Yeah, that was really good engagement for me. And now he's making Hydras again, which is an interesting decision. So I should probably start making Colossus.
That was actually smart of him. Yep.
Yeah, because he knows I only have Void Ray Blink Stalker. So, but yeah, I'm just trying to defend right now. Blink Stalkers are pretty good. Like, if you have good Blink Stalkers are really good.
Yeah. Yes.
this game doesn't show off my Blink Stalker micro.
Oh, that's pretty good right there. I mean,
it was all right, but I mean, like, I've had better.
Okay. But I believe you, actually.
because his Hydras are out on the map, and I know he doesn't really have Corruptors. I went to scout with my Void Rays, but it turns out he actually had some Hydras back home too. So he took out one of my Void Rays, but I saw he was taking a 5th and 6th base.
Right.
And so right now I'm just gearing up, taking my 5th and 6th base. I'm getting.
Are you getting charge lots, or I see the lots?
Why am I getting so? I scouted something that made me get the Zealots. Oh, I'm getting the Zealots because I didn't really have much gas, and Zealots against purely Hydralists are really good.
Yeah, tanking. Yep.
Yeah, they're also really good at tanking. I just want a beat shield. Because even Archons die pretty fast to Hydras. And because Hydras are just really high DPS. And I didn't really have the gas to continue making Archons and Blink Stalkers, so I just made Zealots to buffer.
Right. Well, that's a good lesson, just at some points you just gotta build units, to fill in that supply,
You really just have to build units just so that they can take damage.
And
right here.
Yep. Oh, wow.
Right here, I blink up, but use my Void Ray's vision to take out the space, and then just run away.
Yeah.
Which didn't really do much because nothing was mining there, but I have my base up, and it's just good to keep the Zerg limited on bases whenever you can, and keep him in his base.
Yep. That'll keep him from pushing out, that's for sure. Yep.
Yeah. My macro kind of slips, and I'm making an Observer because I really want to see what he's up to, because just a Roach Hydra army late game usually doesn't work. And I should be, I'm building another Robo. I'm continuing my Colossus production.
Alright, back to Colossus, right, okay. Makes sense.
Building 5 probes at a time, even though I have 74 probes. I'm a really, greedy probe player. I like making probes.
There's nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah. And I'm also making my fleet beacon here, because my gas can allow it, and I can build up my my mothership. And
so is the mothership good, against any composition that the Zerg can throw at you?
Also right here. I'm at 2958.
Okay.
Because there's a couple things going on, and that's a good question. A mothership, it's just really good.
I mean, it's obviously good against Broodlords, right? I mean, it's just the complete counter to Broodlords a lot of times. But,
even against, a Roach Hydra army, you just vortex half of it, and then you take out the other half.
Yeah, that's true.
They're going Ling Baneling, and they run all their Banelings at you. You just vortex where all the Banelings are going to roll into.
Right.
And then you can just put a bunch of Zealots in there, and then essentially all of his banelings are wasted on zealots rather than all of your crucial units.
Right.
So, like, Mothership Templar Archives there, but I can just rebuild that easily.
Right.
This spot at my third is actually a really good place to build a lot of gateways, because it's really safe. Like, how can a Zerg get his army there?
It's true. Really tight chokes on both sides, too, so it's...
Yeah.
They're going to lose that army if they do, regardless. So, yeah.
And people are always going to try to take out your newest bases. Like, if you take a fourth, they're not going to go try to take out your natural. So I keep my army at my fifth base right now, because I feel like this is where he would attack, because also my gold is almost mined out. And this is also good because he's dropping my armies right there. So
right.
We can unpause it if you want.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so I see he's dropping, and I'm like, oh, my Lambda. So moving my whole army in there. This is actually, I was really afraid of doing this engagement, because he has lings, hydras, and roaches, while I have zealot attacking in his base, but it doesn't really do much damage. But pretty much I just sacrificed the base. Like, I wasn't mining at it, that's fine. I can't even really mine off like 4 bases all at the same time anyway.
Right.
So I'm just biding time to get my Colossus out. You can see I'm chrono boosting them. Like, he didn't have anything. He doesn't have anything to kill Colossus right now. He probably doesn't even think I'm making Colossus, even though he has a Corruptor right there, and so he should probably recognize that. But right here, he does a really bad mistake and moves down the ramp to attack in the cannons, and I have a Colossus right there. So I just blink everything and don't really lose many units. And essentially he lost his whole army for a base that wasn't mining, some cannons, and part of my army, but I kill his whole army.
Right, that's a really good trade. Yep.
Yeah. And I have now 3 Colossus, a bunch of Blink Stalkers, a lot of money, and a couple Archons, and I have a Warp Prism in the back of his base, even though there's a Roach sitting right there. And so I feel like I'm in a really good position right now. My Mothership's coming out. My Zealots, I'm just attacking in his main just to try to draw him out there. Maybe I can go snipe a base while he goes to pick off the Zealots that are in his main.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, they're attacking a distractor right now, which isn't smart. I should be controlling those, but I'm just trying to get that super death ball of the army. And right now I'm warping in more. I really want to kill that Greater Spire.
Yep. Oh, and he lets you. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I barely get it that game. There's like 2 queens right there that could have transfused or something. Those are investors. Never mind.
Right.
But, so you can see right now, I'm getting my Archons, get my Colossus up. I'm getting a lot of Archons.
Yes, you are.
Archons
oh boy, here we go.
Yeah. This is the death ball.
It's pretty much over, yeah, once it's established.
Like, the thing is, though, like, Zergs have an equal death ball. It just really depends on micro. Like, I've lost, like, death ball versus death ball.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Here's an important fight. He basically sacrifices his units in bad positioning to snipe my Nexus. And granted he gets a lot of probes, but I can just boost out probes.
Right.
And he split his army in that fight, and so there was only like infestors and some hydras and a couple roaches attacking my whole army, while the rest of his army went to attack my Nexus.
Right. I mean,
right there,
yeah.
even though he got that Nexus, I knew I won the game, because I can just mine at the other base that just finished, and I have this godly army.
Yeah. I mean, you have tech on him right now. Like, whatever army you can throw together is going to be inferior.
Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah. Like, there's no, like, reinforcements that can beat this army.
Right.
So, just to be safe, I stay down the bottom, keep a good concave for myself. And
you're not in a hurry, man. You're just like, take your time, get the right engagement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I see he actually goes to counter my fifth, which actually gets pretty annoying, but I leave 5 Stalkers to go try and attack his base.
Okay, but you came back. That's interesting.
Yeah, I came back just because I didn't want to get in the base race scenario, and I was low on money, so I didn't want to end up... and right here I blink up some of my Stalkers and use Colossus to take out his army, but I just didn't want to be in a scenario where we're base racing when I'm clearly ahead in army,
right?
Where he can just go back and defend, because he has no way of escaping there. kill his army and then go re-attack while I get my econ back up.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I don't want to lose to a dumb base race when I can just kill his army and then go kill him again.
But if you would have had a lot of minerals banked, you would have been okay with it.
Yeah, he still has a lot of minerals banked. Like he can.
He
still
does,
make
but you don't. And that's what I totally understand your decision based on that. But
yeah, like if he has a lot of minerals banked, I want to be sure to kill that army to make him spend those minerals.
Right.
Right here, even my army gets split up, but my army composition is just so good.
Yeah, it's way better. The DPS on the class are just way too good.
Yeah, and 3/2 Archons are pretty strong.
Yes, they are.
So
He had 3 on his attack. Wow, I didn't even realize that. Yeah. Well, GG. That was a really good game.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, it's definitely a good one to go over to. Excellent.
So we have.
Okay, let's go to number 2. That was a long one, but it's definitely worth it.
The Tal'Darim game was really good.
Yeah, that's the well, I don't want to ruin it, but that's the muta game, right?
Mhm. Well, it's good to have some backstory on the game.
Yeah. Okay, let's load it up.
Should we go to 2 minutes?
Yeah, let's do the same thing. 2 minutes.
Okay.
So how does this map differ than the others? The Shatter Temple?
On both maps, mutas are actually really strong. On Tal'Darim, it's extremely hard to take a 4th base. But I've been working on like methods to take one, and I think I show a good representation in this game. And it's just really difficult. It's a difficult map against a really good Zerg who just makes a lot of spines and makes a lot of mutas.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really open too in the middle, so it's hard to have good engagements there. But it's really good if they attack into you because you have small ramps everywhere.
I see. Right. Yeah,
So,
that's true. If they attack into your 3rd or your natural, there's definitely tiny chokes.
It's also a good map for like Niduses and stuff too.
Yes, I love Nidusing on this map. Yeah.
Which happens this game.
Oh, it happens on this game? Oh, okay, great. I didn't actually see that. All right. Should we do 2x?
Yeah, let's do 2.
Okay.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
So I see he's doing a 14 gas, which 14 gas, 14 pool on this map. Like I don't think it's a good build.
Mm-hmm.
Like
yeah.
if you forge expand and you see a 14 gas, 14 pool, I always put down a 2nd cannon because they're going to be so behind in econ that you need to just defend because a lot of good Zergs will just cheese if they 14 gas, 14 pool, and you Nexus first forge expand.
Mm-hmm.
They'll just go for a roach all in.
Yeah, roach laying all in. Yep, got it.
Yeah. So I get my cannon. I'm getting this stuff up. He went 14-14, so his hatchery hasn't even started, and my Nexus is already like 3/4 done. And I saw that he ran his Zerg and his drone into my main, but it didn't go anywhere. So I was like, maybe he's building a hidden hatch, but he wasn't. And I used my scouting probe. I hit it, and then I went to go scout that he has his hatch, and I just keep scouting. He took my gas there, but that's okay because I have 2 other gases in my natural.
Right.
And at this point, I'm just worried about an all-in, so I build a 2nd cannon, and I get a zealot to complete my wall off. And at this point, I feel pretty safe. I should be having better chrono boost spent, and unfortunately, this game I kind of just felt dumb, and I forgot to build my 2nd gas at all.
I see.
So
it's a really late 2nd gas. Okay.
yeah, so I kind of freestyle my build this game. It's not anything too mainstream. I just decided to go for a really defensive game because I can't build a Stargate right now. I would if I could, but I just didn't have the gas to build Stargate, so I just decided to go for like a Blink Stalker, like just like defensive army on this map.
Okay.
And right now I'm still pretty blind, but if I run anything out to scout, he's just gonna like kill it with speedlings and I won't see anything. So right here I'm adding all my gateways. I'm just gonna go up to 5 gates. Should probably get a Twilight Council. Should be building a Twilight Council. There we go. I'm just getting my army up, and I got a robo too.
Are you planning on pressuring, or you're in your head you're playing a macro game for?
In my head, I'm playing for the long haul. Like this game will have Like in my head, I'm like, this game will have other shit.
Okay, okay, that's good. That's good to know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I almost always play for the long game because I feel I can beat most people in the long game because my end game decision making is pretty good.
Right. No, that's
It's
that's
just
a
getting
great
there.
way to play. I mean, you should play
Yeah.
what gives you the highest probability of winning, right? So.
So he built a Nidus in the one spot that I didn't see.
Yeah, I know that spot.
So
Yep.
that was pretty lame.
But it was a
Um,
late Nidus. It wasn't the all in.
it was,
Was it?
but
Okay.
it wasn't the all in,
Yeah.
and it was. I mean,
Holy
it was
smokes! There's a
lame.
lot of things. Yeah.
It's a lot of links, but I have a lot more probes compared to his drones right now,
Right.
and he does a lot of damage just because, like, I had a mainly Stockman Sentry army, and I didn't have many force fields or good places for them.
Right.
So I just need to hold that off. And he kills some of my workers, and I have an obs scouting right now, just seeing what he's doing. I'm taking a third while he's doing this too. And this game he's actually really meticulous about his whatchamacallit play. I don't know what you call it. His Nidus play. Like,
Right.
he took out my pylon at the top of my base, and then he builds a Nidus there.
Oh, I see.
It's and my army's out in the middle of the map at this time.
Oh man, that's such good timing on his part.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
except he has bad micro, and for some reason he brought a drone into fight. I don't understand what that does. But he has really bad ling micro.
Right.
I'm still ahead slightly. In
Yeah,
workers.
he almost didn't kill any workers there. Yeah, he didn't. Jeez.
Yeah. He still killed. He only killed 9 this game, actually.
Yeah, and those were all like from previous.
Yeah. And so right now I should be more, more proactive with my obs, and I should be scouting. I see he throws down a lot of spines, and then I immediately see the spire and the mutas, so I'm like, okay, super defense time.
Right.
I already have my +3 coming, which is actually extreme. And I'm building pylons now in the back of my mineral lines to build cannons. Like, at my natural, I'm building 3 cannons. I'm plopping down a bunch of cannons at my third, and I'm plopping some down, and I put my army at my,
Your main. Yeah, your main.
Yeah,
Yep.
because my cannons are late there. And if he attacked anywhere else, he couldn't do any damage just because there's so many cannons there.
I see.
So, here is Muta come in to engage, and he's just backing off. Really, it's just poking. I separate my army. He's trying to knight us again while doing this. It's pretty gimmicky.
Right.
But I'm just using my blink stalkers, making sure that he can't really attack me. And this is... Let's pause.
Okay.
You see I'm sending these zealots out, and it's originally just to get the mutas out of my base, because the mutas will have to go kill those along with zerglings. Against muta, every Protoss player, whenever you scout muta, you have to either have proxy pylons located around the map, like these zealots are going for his 4th base, which is the I guess you could say 3 o'clock base. That's almost complete right now.
Right.
And you either need to have a pylon on the high ground there, or some pylons around this area, somewhere around there. Or you need to have a warp prism out on the map to be constantly building zealots. Against muta, my friend told me this the other day, and ever since then I've been so happy that he told me, because I've been beating muta. You want to be constantly building zealots and just attacking whatever you can, whether it's hatcheries or drones or his main. Just keep the mutas contained so you can take a 4th base and just get a better army.
Right, just make him multitask, basically.
You just don't want the mutas harassing you the whole time, so he can't take every base on the map.
Right.
Because with muta, they'll take every base on the map. So just don't let him take every base on the map by making zealots and running them around. Yeah, like this wasn't good, because obviously he's going to see them. They're running across the map. At least it gave me an idea about where the mutas are, and it gave me some time. Like, I'm at 1655. I don't know where you are.
Yeah, I'm at 1701.
Okay, I'll catch up to you. Okay, so I'm at 1701. But it also gives me time to let my warp prism get out on the map. If you see in my main, I have a warp prism, and granted it goes by his overlords, but I don't think he actually sees it.
Right.
Because I don't know why, he probably just doesn't recognize it. But my warp prism, I need to get it out on the map so I can do some damage.
Right.
So I can keep the mutas contained. So even though these 4 zealots is essentially 400 wasted minerals, I get to know where his mutas are because they're right above my zealots. I get to know, and I get to get my warp prism out on the map. If his mutas were just poking around, he'd kill my warp prism, and I would never be able to get zealots out on the map.
Right.
So those are the quote destiny retard magnet, the zealots.
Right. Right, with the mutas.
I think he even saw my warp prism and is looking for it because he's running at really obscure angles.
Right, and that in itself just like brings the mutas away from you too. So I mean, you could have just sent zealots straight to there too, right now.
This whole time, it's letting me build archons, and it's letting me build more cannons and get charge lots. And pretty much, I'm just delaying right now. I know his mutas are at my 3rd, but I have Storm right now, so I can fend him off.
Right.
And I'm warping in zealots, and I barely kill his 4th base. And immediately after warping in those, I run my warp prism. Excuse me, I run my warp prism away.
Okay, so pause it for a second.
Yeah.
So in other games, I think it was very apparent that you were working for a certain comp ball, like a death ball, and then you were going to push out at that point. With this type of game, everybody knows like the meter type army is looking for a base trade, and you guys are nearing max at this point. A, what composition are you going for, and B, like when are you going to push out, or are you going to push out?
I really want to take my 4th base, and I think soon I do. I'm not exactly sure on the timing, but my main's starting to run dry. If I want to win this, I have to take it into the macro game.
Okay.
My army composition, sorry, I kind of got sidetracked.
That's
my
okay.
army composition.
Right, he has no DPS, right?
Yeah. But because I took out that 4th, that gives me a little bit of extra time in order to take my 4th and get up my army more. Because right now I'm just getting a bunch of High Templar, and I have 3 Archons as well. And I use those to defend, like, my 3rd and just anywhere outside of my base. Because they can't run mutas will not attack. Because if they get clumps, they'll just get splash damage destroyed.
I see.
So, I'm at 1941.
I am too. Hold on just a second. I think my stream went out. Hold on. Do you see it? Actually, I don't really see it right now, so...
It shows live for me. Yeah.
Okay, it's back. I don't know. It might have been just me. But, okay, yeah, let's get back to it. I'm at 1941, sorry.
Can we do faster?
Yeah, let's do faster. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go!
Okay. So, I also have another warp prism in his main, but I should be using it, not just let it sit there. Just building some zealots. Unfortunately, his mutas scout it because I thought he might be taking like the other bases.
Right.
And right now his mutas are just stuck back at home, and I use my blink stalkers to go down to where my 4th base is and take the Nidus and the Overlord there, so I can begin expanding there. Like because his mutas were stuck at his 4th, I'm allowed to take my 4th now.
Okay.
And right now I'm warping into his main, and unfortunately he saw it. So I just kind of suicide for the lair. I'm not sure why.
Right.
I just kind of threw those away. That was a wasted investment. I should have just tried to trade for the lanes. But that warp was going to die too. But all this time, his muta are being diverted, and they can't attack my 4th base that's being built right now.
Right.
That's a lot of muta right there, man. Like.
Yeah, that's 35 mutas. So.
Yeah, I even have my Archons coming in here now though to defend. That's why I have those guys over there.
Right, and right now you have your army split. Like that's something to notice. Is like Shew has his army split every place that can be attacked. So.
Yeah, except for really my main, but even my blink stalkers up there.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm just building pylons around, getting cannons up for my expansion. I warp in again at his 4th base right when it finishes, and I believe I take it out again. Get out of there, warp prism. Go, go, go. He even says leave my expos alone.
Yeah.
I don't think I get it, but I come back to get it. I remember I just played this game like yesterday or the day before.
Right.
But
this is cool. This is good. This is cool finessing because you're just doing all this just to get your 4th. I mean,
he has like 5 million muta.
Yeah,
and
he does.
Does he get my warp prism? Yeah, he does. But you can look at my 4th base. I have like 10 cannons.
Yeah.
So, like, it's a trade-off. Like, I get to get my fourth, and I get to get the econ game up. And right here, I just decided to move out because I have so many cannons defending, and it allows me to transfer my probes because you can see my main and my natural are mining out right now. So I'm just pushing out just to like make him freak out a little bit, and I see that his mutas are coming towards my fourth, so I move up towards there. So I don't know exactly where his mutas are, but because I saw a few of those mutas in the front, I know where the path his mutas are taking.
Right.
And right here with the Zonaga Watchtower, I get vision and I see all of his mutas, so I'm just trying to kill him. Like, if I can get a head-on engagement, that's great for me.
Yeah, but oh man, why is he doing this? He shouldn't even be doing this.
Yeah, he should see, like...
Yeah, oh, that's terrible. Okay.
Granted, my army split and stuff, and that was really bad.
Right. Like,
bad micro on my part, but all of those mutas were, like, orange and stuff now.
Yeah, like, the Storm is so efficient.
Yeah, Storm is really good with this army. And right now, he should be going to counter my base right now.
Right, exactly. So pause it. So if he were to counter your base right now, do you figure with the cannons and whatever supply you lose and you warp in you warp in some I guess HT or High Templars, you're gonna get you're gonna be more cost efficient there. Like his army's gonna be whittled down to the point where
right now I'm maxed, which is unfortunate.
Right.
But I definitely should have left some. Like, I worked in a big round of Ling Stalkers to come with my army.
Right.
But I think I should have left those at home and instead changed those out for, like, High Templar and Archon.
Right.
Because if he tries to run his Lings into my main, I have Archons blocking. And Storm will take out the already really damaged Muta.
Right.
So, yeah, I think instead of reinforcing with, like, those 9 Blink Stalkers, I should have got couple Archons and some Storms.
Yeah, that's where a lot of people I feel like make that mistake. They just max out and they don't leave that supply for like very cost efficient units. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and also like there's a lot of cannons on my fourth. Like,
yep,
it'd be pretty hard to take that out.
Exactly.
Especially,
but it's gonna be hard for you to take out his spines too. Like he's got a he didn't have that many actually.
He definitely needs more. Look at his money; it's 3,500.
Yeah, exactly.
And he can just remake drones. Like.
Yep. He can just replace them easily.
Yeah. So.
Okay, we can start back up if you want.
I'm at 2416.
Yeah, I'm at 2415, so we're good.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so unfortunately my High Templar are out of position.
Right.
He's just going for that army. Right now, I just send all my zealots to attack his fourth base to ensure that I kill it. And yeah, that Storm.
Yeah, that was nasty. Pumpkins right now.
Yeah, because my zealots will essentially be useless in this fight. Well, they'll buffer the Zerglings, but all those will die to Storm anyway.
Right.
So, and my Archons will buffer them. So I can just use my zealots to take out bases, while I use my Stalkers and Archons and Storm to take out his army.
Right.
And I've essentially contained his muta in this base. And right here, I don't know there's a million spines, but then I move up and I see there are. So I'm like, no thank you.
Right.
Because I contained his muta, I send my zealots to go take out any other bases there are. And right now he's countering with his muta, so I'm warping in Storms, I'm warping in Ling Stalkers. Granted, I already should have these, but while I'm doing this, it is essentially kind of a base race scenario.
Right.
It's a more calculated one for me. I'm just trying to take out mining and defend at home. And right now I'm just trying to survive, essentially.
You're gonna run back eventually?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So I can't attack those spines.
Right.
So I take out his third base, I take out his fifth base, and I'm scouting. I'll take out his sixth and his seventh and all that stuff. I'll take out everything. And I'm just trying to survive right now. And yeah, his mutas are actually doing a lot of work.
Yeah, they are.
Mutas are good. I should have had, like I said, had High Templar.
Yeah, you just have like 2 storms and like all of a sudden it's halved. I mean,
but also if you look at the income tab, he's mining half of what I'm mining.
Right.
And that's all that matters to me right now, because I can starve him out. And as long as I can keep trading bases for just like some zealots, I'll keep doing it. And he takes out all my pylons, which is unfortunate. But his muta flock is only at 24 now, and I have my army back to defend. And he magic boxes my Archon's like position. For some reason, 3 Archons decide to run down to the bottom, which don't help me. If they flanked up, that's so helpful.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, it's just I had bad muta control this game, but as you see, my
It's
zealots.
okay. Yeah, exactly. You're still.
My zealots took out the top base. I'm in it. I feel like I'm in a good position right now because he's not mining anywhere at all.
Right.
Except like his natural that just mined out.
Yeah, his income is horrible. I mean.
Yeah, and he has a worse army than me.
Yep.
But I also have to rebuild all the stuff in my main. But I also have a big bank, and he has nothing. He has 300.
Yeah, you've got this game easily actually at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Zealots are just so hard to kill. I mean, if you don't already have spines, I mean they are so sturdy.
Spines at every base.
Yeah, but you have to have like serious spines at every base, not just like 2 or 3. Because yeah,
it depends on the warping, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I got my Blink Stalkers defending my 4th, and I got my Archons and Storm defending my main and natural, so he can't take out my tech again. And my 3rd, it's just so well positioned with the gateways and the cannons. And right here, he just is trying to poke. But I got my Storm and Archon there. If I was more aware, I could have just stormed him easy and just taken out probably a bunch of muta right there. But he takes out an Archon. I'm just sloppy with my unit control. Jeez. Oh, that one barely
Oh,
lives.
hey, that one lived, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. But I still look at all my zealots at his 4th. They take out like so many drones.
Oh, yes, they do.
They
yes. I mean, they're 3 too, man.
Yeah. But those guys are my hero zealots because they took out the 5th at the top. They took out the...
Yeah, they took out like 15 drones, I think.
Yeah, those zealots have taken out like 1, 2, 3, 4 bases and drones. Like, those zealots were so cost efficient right there.
Yeah, they were.
They literally took out 4 bases. And right now, I'm taking because I know his mutas are over there, I'm going to try and take my 5th base at the destructible rocks right there. And right now, I'm not sure what he's doing with his army. It's kind of odd.
Well, he's just preparing to GG is what he's probably doing. Let's see, let's see.
Oh, I take out his 4th base again. I'm so dirty.
Oh, here we go. He's talking.
Yeah. He's just asking me what to do. Just build. I even take out his top left base.
Yep, it's so true. You just gotta make spines, man.
Yeah, that's really true.
Actually, he could actually make less lings and just make even more spines.
Yeah.
Be crazy. Okay, no, that was a great game though.
Yeah, but that's essentially it. And he just tries to go for like a final push, and I just take out his muta.
Yeah, easy.
Like, I didn't even have my stalkers with that. It was just Archons.
Well, you got the 2 units that are like the worst against muta. I mean, mutas hate, so. Oh, look at that storm. Ouch.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's a bad one too.
So that's that game.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
the 3rd one, it's a 12-minute game.
Okay. We want to just fly through that? Let me see how much time we got here. Oh, actually, yeah, we kind of. Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, let's just fly through this next one. Then we'll take a quick break.
Look at ×2 with no pauses.
All right, ×2, no pauses, and then we'll take a break.
And we'll start at 2 minutes. So it's essentially 10 minutes and no pauses.
Sounds good. 10 minutes halved.
Yeah.
Kind of. Kind of halved.
Because they're not even really 10 minutes. It's
it's like fast. Yeah, it's game minutes, whatever. But okay, I'm at 2 minutes.
All right, me too.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. So this game, I scout he's going hatch first. It's cross spawn metal. I really don't like Forge expanding on metal, but I was gonna all in this game anyway because I was playing him. Clash Presto is actually a really good Zerg, and I was playing him in a lot of games this night, and we ended up going 3-2. He's a really strong Korean Zerg, and I just felt like all-inning on this map anyway. So I usually don't like Forge fast expanding because they'll just take the gold as their natural, and that's that's honestly like broken on the map.
Yes, definitely.
That's just unfair.
You can't do anything about it. I mean,
There's literally nothing you can do.
it's awesome as a
So,
yeah.
like this game, I'm just gonna go for a +2 8-gate Link Stalker all in. Is essentially what I do this game.
Okay. What's the timing on it? Like the time of the attack?
Like it's around like 10:30 to 11 minutes.
Okay.
I guess you could say. So right here I got my probe hidden. I should be scouting for his third base right about now. Because if he's getting a third, then I know my +2 Blink Stalker all in will actually do a lot of damage. Because he takes an early third, and he went hatch first, and his gas is delayed. Like he's not even mining gas right now.
Oh, that's so bad. Yep.
I scout his third. Well, he's going like the spinny Shiwa, like 45.
Yep, 45 double gas. Or
yeah.
Yeah.
And right now I should be mining my gas in my main. Please mine my gas. There we go. And I'm getting my +1. I'm trying to sneak a probe out in order to get a proxy pylon on the map because I need a proxy pylon.
Right.
And I'm using my zealots just to deny vision from them. So I'm taking the Xel'Naga watchtowers and I'm just making him just turtle up a little bit.
Right.
Just maybe make a couple more lings in exchange for drones. Unfortunately, he gets that one probe.
So is this build a 2-base saturation build, or is it you stop at like 40 or something? Probes?
I don't have it completely like
mapped out. Okay.
Mainline.
Got it.
I sometimes I'll build 4 gates. I'll build Twilight Council, then 4 gates, and pressure with 4 gates, and then into 8 gates. Sometimes I'll just hold up all the way until the 8 gates and just get my Blink Stalker and +2. Sometimes I'll get a Robo with OBS. I really don't have it mainstreamed out, which I really should. But essentially, you're going to need a lot of probes with this build.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, so you're getting up to 50 right now. So.
Yeah, I have a pretty good amount of probes right now. But I also denied vision with my zealots. I have this whole top lane, and I'm building proxy pylons. I've cut probes now. I'm just going all sentry stalker. I'll scout his army too, and if he's making a lot of Zerglings, then I'll just get some zealots just to buffer. Yeah, so right here I see it's a lot of Zerglings.
Yeah, I mean he's been building units early, so I mean he's obviously suspected it. So
he knew it was an all-in too.
Right.
And unfortunately, with the watchtower, he saw that my proxy pylon's right there. But
you have another? Do you have another one? No, you don't actually.
I don't have another one, which kind of sucks. And so right now I'm like, I need to attack. Like I thought
Oh, he went to Hydra. If he would have stayed on Roach Sling, would he have been better off?
Maybe. I'm not fully sure about that. Honestly, when I saw the Hydra, I thought I lost. But I'm just trying to reinforce and just
right. You just that force field's beautiful.
Those
right
force
there.
fields helped me a lot.
Oh my god,
and
yeah, they did.
I felt like my Blink Micro in the next fight really sealed the deal. I just get a couple zealots just to run up in front.
Yeah, he just doesn't have any. He doesn't have enough links. So.
Yeah, and I just really feel like my Blink is
yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, even though he essentially saw that I was all-inning, he couldn't still stop it.
Right. I know that feeling.
I think the roaches might have been better.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
it's tough to call. It's very situational.
Oh, really? Because I mean, he could have had a lot more, like instead of taking to Hydra, but
actually, yeah, I don't think Hydras are good against this. Yeah,
because if you're playing Bryce, right, he would have gone he Roach Sling against that, right?
Yeah,
and that's pretty strong, actually.
Yeah, if you have Hydra, you need the roaches with it and the lings.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. That was a strong push. Interesting variation of it, that's for sure. And but cool. So why don't we take a 5-minute break, get a drink of water, bio break kind of thing, and we'll, you cool with playing some games?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna play Bryce.
Oh, okay. Is Bryce on? Okay. You mind playing this one other guy once too? Because I kind of been asking him to wait around just to play once. So.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. So we'll do a game with Bryce and then do a game with Philip here.
Okay. Is it break time yet?
Yeah, it's break time right now. So.
I'll be right back. I have to.
Cool.
My throat's.
Yeah, a lot of talking. I know. I hear you.
Be right back.
All right, guys. I'll stay on the stream. So, any questions y'all got? please upvote the Reddit article. We be great to have more people come and check out these. I hope you guys are enjoying it. It's I feel like it's been a really great session. I think walking through the first two replays, I feel like were really good and answers probably a lot of questions that Protoss and Zergs have. So. Hold on just a second. I'll be right back. One second. Yo. Hey.
So, it's halfway through the stream, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, what have you taken away so far, Chris?
What?
Not from the whole stream. What have you taken away from this?
Nothing so far. I play Zerg. What are you talking about?
I'm asking what would people have taken away? Like my friend Harold's here.
What would he have taken away?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the logic there. I mean, there was like a lot of good logic there, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Dude, are you trolling me, dude? What the hell?
No, it was a 5-minute break, so I was just.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. Hey, let me take some questions. Hold on. I get it.
Oh,
I'll get on with you afterwards.
I'm free to answer all of the questions that the chat
Okay. All right. Later. Oh gosh, you got guys trolling me. Jeez. All right. So is FFE cheese? No, I don't think so. Should I roachling all in if I see it? No, I don't think so. I think you should always just get an early third and play from there. Yeah, all sales. This is a bi-weekly thing. Monday, Thursdays. Every Monday, Thursdays, I'm going to have, various guests like Shew and, in the past I've had Machine, Titan, and Axe Labs. So I'm trying to get a good mix because in the past I've always just streamed my coaching, so it was always Zerg coaches. So I'm trying to get a mixture of, Toss coaches and Terran coaches people are going to want to see and have some good content for you guys. Spread the word. Need more viewers, that's for sure. Need more viewers so I can at least get on the events list for TL so that, we can show up on the calendar. How are we doing Reddit-wise? Let me see. Oh, shoot, I think I just cut and pasted the wrong Reddit article. Yes! Let me see. Oops. It's this one tonight's that I need to hear. It's this one, guys, not the other one. The other one was last week's. How we doing? We're only up to 9 points. Darn. Guys, make sure you comment in the Reddit post too, and TL stream too, TL thread too. That would be helpful. Here's any of the mods. Here's the TL thread, by the way. If you guys ever, or if you guys want to post and say how much you love the show. But coming up, we're going to have Shew play EG Machine, and then we're going to have him play another friend of mine who's a GM Zerg, Nidus. So stick around, Nidus. He's going to play you. Timing on the early third is usually build it before the 24 Overlord. So, it's like 4 minutes and 30 seconds or like something like that. It's super early. Yeah, that's the timing on it. Super early. All right, Philip's around. That's good. Good stuff. Oh, I think I put Shew on hold. Shoot. Hey, you around?
Hey.
Sorry.
So,
I didn't realize I had you on hold. I was like sitting there waiting for you.
it's all good.
Okay, so should we do the first one with Bryce or?
Yeah, he's ready. If that's cool.
Okay, yeah. Let me start it up. What map do you want to play?
I have it made on
Oh.
Shattered.
Okay, you already have it made it. Okay.
Yeah.
Just add me, I guess.
Okay. Or do you have me added? You can message me.
Do I have you? Where are you? Actually, I don't even have you added. Holy crap.
Oh, I don't know what my new account.
Oh yeah, I don't have your new account. So just why don't you just add me? It's ChanmanV869.
ChanMan?
Yeah, Chanman.
Okay. 86.
ChanmanV. V is in Victor. All right, there you are. And then I'll add you. There you are. Whoa, we got a lot of people. Cool. All right, so Bryce should pull out a different build here, I'm sure. Oh, so he's the guy that was telling you about the zealots?
Yeah.
Ah, cool.
He's the one. He's actually, like, honestly one of the, like, smarter people that I know, but he's just got to work on his mechanics.
Oh, okay. Well, that's something you can work on, so that's always good to have the core logic and stuff, yeah. Okay, so just, walk us through your play as much as you can without being, like, too distracted.
I'm not the best talker while player, so
Okay.
I'll sometimes be like, and I'm doing this because
I'll try to ask things that aren't in super tense moments.
it's all good. So I'll do Forge Expand this game.
Okay, yeah, that'd be cool, because we saw you do 3-gate last time, right? So.
Yeah, and we also saw me do Forge Expand on here as well.
Right. Okay, so we're just going to follow you the whole time.
So I'm just going to build with probes.
Probes.
Gonna get those guys on the minerals. Do put the 2 probes on the closest minerals thingy.
Right. You manually adjust it?
Yeah, except that time the guy just falled off.
Yeah.
And right around 50 minerals, I send my probe to build a pylon. Because by the time it gets there will be 100. And if you notice the rally on my Nexus and my main, it's so I can check if there's an Overlord coming,
right.
So I know whether he spawns there or not. Because it instantly lets me know where he spawns, unless some players metagame you, or they're just bad and they forget to send out their first Overlord.
Right.
And it kind of backfires, but most of the time it doesn't.
I mean, what do you do differently if he is there?
I still just scout there.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
It's just if you like scout for a 6 bull, and you'll just scout him that much faster.
Oh, true. I gotcha.
So I scouted him first. Just gonna steal his minerals. He's going. That's a 14 gas. It looks like right there. I usually like to steal the minerals. I should be doing that thing where it denies mining on like 1 mineral patch. I'm not that good at it yet though.
Right.
So,
the hook. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I try to work on it more. Right now I'm just scouting around. I get my forge. Yeah, he's going 14-14. So just gonna get my forge at home. Go up to 16 probes. So he's gonna be going speed ling expand. So I'm definitely gonna want to get at least 3 cannons, because this map you can't do a full fall off.
Mm-hmm.
So you need 1 to defend your mineral line, and then a couple to defend other places, like your front, because it's so open. Right. So I'm gonna build my Nexus, and then build a cannon, and then build my gateway. I'm gonna hide my probe right now. So I got my Nexus. Time for a gateway and a cannon, and then a gateway. I pretend that I'm building a gateway,
right?
And I use that to know where to place my cannon. Most players don't do that.
Oh, that's a good tip.
Because I'll know where to wall off exactly.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally know. I mean, you're spacing it right, like right up.
Yeah,
the bat.
I space it because see, like right here is where my gateway is.
Yeah, so that's good. I don't know how many people actually do that. That's cool.
The top pros, they just know where to put it.
Yeah, well, that's true.
It's hard. I just do it just to be safe. Like maybe I build my cannon like half a second later, but I need that second cannon back there to prevent 1 ling run-bys and 2 what do you call them? Sorry, this is why I can't talk on it.
It's okay. It's okay.
To prevent ling run-bys and to prevent and to prevent him attacking my mineral line.
Right, just to kind of
So-
like circumventing the first
Yeah.
tower. Yep, got it.
And if he comes to attack, I can just that pylon back there blocks off my entrance, the entrance to the back of my base.
Mhm.
So the only way he can run in is in between my cannon and my probes, which I'll use to block right there.
I see.
Right here, I scouted. Actually, this was just really big. I just scouted his base, and I saw that he wasn't mining gas. So I'm going to cancel that third gate, or that third, whatchamacallit.
Third cannon. Hmm.
Yeah.
And that's because you don't think it's not an all-in build.
It's because I scouted that he wasn't mining any more gas, so I don't think he's building roaches.
Right, it won't be roaches, right?
And his gas had just finished right there, and I just don't think he's going roach all in. So I mined my gas kind of late. I should be building a pylon in my main so I can get my Stargate up there.
Okay, so we're opening Stargate. Cool.
Yeah, I'm just gonna open Stargate. It's just
Safe.
standard. Get
Yeah.
myself onto the map. Got my Zealot. Should probably get another one so I can get a good wall out there. Yeah, ling run bys are really apparent, so I gotta make sure that he can't run by me. Which I can put my Zealot right there. Actually, that's cute.
Right.
I can get my third. No,
Actually, that's a really good spot.
I'll say that I did plan it, and I did.
Shh. Shh.
Yeah. Actually, I'll just build a pylon right there.
Yeah.
So, and then I can use my Zealot right there. That's nice. So, right now I'm just macroing up, just getting my stuff. I'll go one void ray this game.
Okay.
You don't really need two unless you think you can do damage. And I really don't think I can do damage. Machine's a good player, he can't really.
It's mostly if he takes an early third, right? Which he probably won't on this map.
Yeah,
Right.
like no Zergs. Some Zergs take early thirds on this map, and a lot of them lose when they do.
Right.
So I'm getting Sentry, I'm getting my +1. I'll probably just follow this up with some Phoenixes. I'll use the Phoenixes specifically to scout. That's what a lot of players don't do, but they need to.
Right.
They have the Warriors and the Phoenixes, but they leave them all together. Just send one Phoenix on a perimeter run around his base. He can't, he can't kill it. It runs too fast.
Yeah.
So my main is definitely saturated. I could even probably pull 2 probes off it. And there's a free Overlord. I'm just gonna keep building my sentries, and I can definitely build up some gates right now because I'm getting some money. So I'm gonna go up to 5 gates.
Okay.
5 gates and Stargate is really safe.
So this isn't a timing attack, right? This is just
No,
Okay.
I don't like doing timing attacks off the Stargate though.
okay.
But I need to keep building Phoenixes just in case he went like early muta.
Mhm.
So in the event that he went early muta, I have some Phoenixes to delay him. And I saw that he took out the gold rocks for his third base, so I can probably just park right there and see with my Void Ray what he's doing. Or when he takes it and kill anything. See, he's already got queens, he's already got spores.
Right. Just
I'm using this one Phoenix to scout. He went Infestor. Okay.
Infestor.
He's going Infestor, so I want to get Colossus right now. Colossus are so good against Infestor.
Okay, talk to me about that, because this is obviously like an Infestor Ling type of timing, right?
Yeah, this is Infestor Ling, and he had a Roach Horn, so he's probably going to be having some roaches with it too.
Right.
Essentially, sorry, there we go. Essentially, I just want to delay until I can get enough, like Colossus and stuff
Right.
to defend.
And sentries
And
are huge here, right?
Yes, Sentries of Force Field are huge right now, because he's going to be going for most likely a big 2-base timing,
Yep.
and that's what he's going to rely on. And I can use the reason why I'm still making Phoenixes is I can use them to lift, and
Oh, right.
lift any,
Oh, they're so good against Infestors. Oh my god.
like, if he tries to build some Infested Terrans, I'll just lift. Right now, I'm getting my, I'm getting the Colossus Den, I'm getting,
Right.
I should be getting,
Robotics Bay, yep.
yeah,
I see.
and I'm getting, plus, he's taking a third right now, which is good for me, because now I know he's taking a third and he's not going to be doing any really serious 2-base timing, otherwise he wouldn't be taking a third. And right now I'm just,
You could still push out, right? I mean, it's...
he could still attack me, but he would be taking a third behind it,
Yeah.
and it wouldn't be as strong as if he didn't. Right there, I just lost control on my guy for a second. But I can. Oh, that's a lot of infestors. That was bad.
That's a lot of infestors.
Still live. Yeah, that was really bad for me. But yeah, that was really bad for me.
Right.
That was just me talking and not being able to get everything going. Oh, and he took out those rocks back there. This game ain't looking so hot for me right now.
So what are you gonna try to do without the phoenixes?
Just use my obs to scout and expand and get my Colossus up.
Okay. Will one be enough for the push, or
No,
no?
definitely not.
Yeah.
I need to get more gates. I need to wall this off ASAP. Get some cannons behind that. And then expand there. But I'm chrono boosting that out like a madman. So.
Right.
And now is the time to get some blink stalkers. See, I see his burrowed shenanigans right there.
Right.
Right now, I'm feeling pretty decent. He's only got wings. I see him moving out. I'm gonna use my second obs to see. Oh, he came back. Okay. Just getting up my blink stalker count. I can finally take my third.
Right.
Oh no, I can't. What? Did he? Oh, he burrowed a limb there. That's dirty.
Bastard.
Yeah, I kind of gotta wait a little bit on that guy. I got 2 Colossus out, so now I feel pretty safe.
Right. Against that push, at least, right?
Against any sort of push. And he's just building spines. Okay, he's just going for a really late game army. He might even be honestly going right now for Brood Lords.
Yeah, he's going red style, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just playing for the late game because otherwise he wouldn't be building those million spines and stuff. And his army's just sitting back playing really defensive. So I can freely take my my 4th base and just sit back, get some Colossus, get my upgrades. I can even... I'm gonna push out Poke, take out some creep, because what's he gonna do? He has lings and infestors. Like, they're not good against my army.
Right.
So just deny creep spread. It's very important against the Zerg.
But just stop right up. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I gotta back up.
Yep.
If I attack, I'm dead. And I need a scout right now. If he's going for a... Oh, he's already making corruptors? Really? Does he already have a hive? Okay, that's a really fast hive. So, at this point, I'm late on my...
Void Rays?
My Void Rays and my Mothership. So I just need to just mass up Void Rays right now.
Right, you're kind of in that boat that you were talking about that last game, right? Where you're not going to get to Mothership yet.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get to Mothership. So this all relies on unit placement, army composition, and just how the battle will go. I haven't been building probes that well either this game. I'm just playing sloppy this game. My apologies.
It's okay, you're talking, so totally understandable.
Everything I'm saying is right, I'm just not doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll even get a warp prism just for a little shenanigans.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm gonna keep this obs out so I know when he decides to come attack me. I can even take the watchtower because he's being so passive. And like all these zealots right now are really just a waste of my army. Like,
so you might as well just use them, yeah, for some harassment.
I don't need them.
Oh, you're just getting rid of them. Okay.
Yeah. Just send it. Oh, that's a lot.
Ooh, that's a lot.
This is actually really scary. And like, he kind of has to go back to defense. This is kind of giving me some time right now.
Just run straight by. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
So where's that warp prism? Okay, I'm gonna send that to go maybe do some stuff in his main. Oh.
Oh, get those infestors!
Come on, Void Rays. That was not a good fight. Come on, flip forward. Go, attack, attack, attack.
So many.
Yeah,
Back up, back up. There you go.
Oh no! Get back, Colossus. So, I'm just trying to
Just run away from the infested turret. Yeah, there you go. You're still okay.
Yeah, I'm still decent.
Yeah, you're still fine. You didn't lose any colossi, so you're fine, actually.
Yeah, you saw my work, Chris. Oh, here we go.
Wondering where that thing was.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you're just leaving your ground army out of the way during all this. Just okay.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Until the infested turrets died.
Yep.
And then now we can just
Link
take
under.
out the
Yeah.
rest. Oh.
Oh, that's so good. You was looking really bad there for a second, but man.
Yeah, it's a lot of micro.
Yeah. So don't waste your ground army there, guys. That's for sure.
He ran by me with a lot of links apparently. But
Oh, did he?
a lot of, yeah.
Oh, he didn't kill much though.
And his infestors are burrowed right over my obs, so maybe I can snipe that.
Oh, that'd be huge.
He's preoccupied.
Power down some stuff. It's no big deal.
Yeah. Like.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's huge. Oh, that's like 5 or 6 infestors right there.
Yeah, that was really big right there.
Ouch.
And I saw my warp prism do some of that.
Yeah, his lings are probably gone too. Oh,
Yeah,
he's
my-
got something there.
High, which is bad.
What's he got there? Oh, that's nothing. A few zealots will kill that, that's for sure.
I know. Yeah.
Nice.
Get my. Oh, there we go. Go zealots. Take out that fool. I don't care. Attack something.
Yeah, I could take out some zerglings, so at least something.
Get my voids. I should probably be going.
So what do you think he's doing at this point? Because you've had almost no sight of him in the last like 5 minutes.
Pretty much. I should have hallucination right now. That'd be really nice, but he's probably just. I don't see why he would tech switch to.
Anything
I don't
else?
see why
Yeah.
he would tech switch. Do I have my? I need to be building a fleet beacon. I don't see why he would be tech switching to.
Yeah. Anything else? Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
He's committed so much to melee. There's no way he is actually.
Like if he made Ultralisks, like why?
What do you mean, man?
Well, I already have Void Rays.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding.
So, he's getting. Okay. I'm actually kind of afraid.
Oh, that's a.
I'm supply blocked really bad, so this is actually going to be really bad. If I wasn't supply blocked, then this would be perfectly fine for me. But I need to just get in a position where I'll be okay.
All right, I'm not going to ask you anything right here. It's going to be.
Yeah, this is important. Doing my Archons. Straight up Archons go. Need more gateways too. I'm gonna send my Void Rays on like a little opposite path. If I lose that, I'll lose my Nexus and that's okay, but...
Wow.
I'm gonna target his infestors and then here come my Archons. And then where's that obs? Okay. Those infestors are mine.
Wow, that was... Wow. That was nice. I thought it was looking pretty bleak for you there.
Yeah.
But he has all these spines, so again, you actually push into this?
I have
Wow.
Archons.
Oh, because alright, that's right, because he has some more broods, right? So yeah, you're okay, I see. Yeah.
He's morphing broods right there. I can just kill those.
Nice.
I think this is pretty much over. I should be taking the 4th and 5th right now. But I'm not. Nope. It's just a little sloppy micro on my part.
Right. So good.
Take gold, warp prism. Essentially right here, like, I'm attacking 2 places at once, and he's rallying with roaches.
Right.
And rallied roaches.
Just wasting roach, yeah.
And die.
He's got to build something quick, so.
So he's countering with flames, but zealots are really good against that. So, and I like to do this. I get a warp prism, and then I use speed, and I drop Archons because Archons can like one-shot drones if they're like really well upgraded.
Wow.
So I just like drop a couple Archons and take out a bunch of drones.
Wow, nice. Could have just left him there, actually.
But there was nothing to kill. I can just go to the other base.
Yeah, true.
And right now he's just trying to base race me.
Yeah, that's pretty much all he can do. He can't engage that straight up.
Just gonna come back. Yeah, might as well. Oh no, my warp prison. Ah, sweet.
Well, you got him out, though. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. This is bothering. Now I got my mothership. I'm chilling.
Right. Taking out all his economy. He's pretty much got... I mean, with that drone pull, he's got no mining bases right now.
And it's just starve him out. Just gotta starve him out.
Yeah.
And I have, like, a mothership, which is pretty cool. Oh, those Archons.
Wow, that one engagement with the Brood Lords, that was a pretty amazing how well you ended up there. Like, not only did you win it, you won it by a landslide. I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah, his army just can't compare that.
I mean,
Oh no.
oh no,
It's okay.
Yeah, Vortex though, yeah, there it is.
Oh, he has a bunch of Brood Lords too. That's okay.
That's okay.
Oh.
Your stalkers can hit. Oh, we got a good fungal on you though.
Yeah, this is actually not the best engagement for me.
Oh, here we come out.
Really backing up right now.
But still, this is it though.
Yeah, pretty much,
Yeah.
but I have to back up for now.
Yeah, you got. If you had that fourth up, it'd be totally over, right?
Yeah, but his run by did pretty good damage. He won the battle, but he won't win the war.
Yeah.
Uh oh, what's my army doing?
It's running kind of weird around that wall, man.
That's really not good.
But your fourth is up now.
I like how I have a Colossus in the middle of nowhere.
Where? I don't actually see it.
He's running back.
Oh, there he is. Oh, man. That's a Rambo Colossus right there.
Yeah. But my army is just really big.
So what is the good Zerg composition against that?
Really, just the army composition he had, just better micro.
I see.
Oh, that Colossus has 70 kills. Actually, let me look at his army. Oh,
that's a good... Okay, so here we go again. Round 2.
Yeah, as long as I split my army, though.
So you only have one Colossus this time, so... But you have some serious Archon.
Yeah. And my upgrades are pretty good.
Yeah, they are. What are they? They are... Oh, 3-1. Nice.
And my micro, I think, will be better. And I'll get a better concave, so...
Here we go. There's that blink forward. It's gonna be one more blink forward. Yeah, there you go. Nice. It's not enough ground to really hold it, right?
Yeah. It was like that other game with the replay. He just doesn't have enough ground to support it.
Yeah, that Zerg army, I feel like it depends a lot on spines. Like, if you don't have spines, it's hard to push. So.
Yeah. It's also hard to push with spines.
Yeah, well, you can't push with spines. So.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, so you have this game pretty easily.
Yeah. I still have my warp prison, which is cool.
The warp prison with the 2. Oh, it doesn't have Archons in them now. Yeah.
Yeah, those died.
But here comes some Zealots a bit.
Where's this army? Yeah, this
Comes the GG coming up.
Yeah. Oh, you put 1 million infested Terrans in there. That's cool.
But you have your 5th coming up, so.
Yeah. Well, the game's over.
Yeah, totally over. It's a good game, man. I mean, like, a lot of those engagements, I was like, wow. You pretty much ended, like, you only killed about 20 supply with a Brood Lord Infester, like, Zerg army. That's crazy.
Yeah. Just got to be efficient with your army.
Right, that's so good, man. GG, wow.
Am I playing your friend now, or am I playing?
Yeah,
Friends?
why don't you play my friend one more time? I mean, sorry, play my friend once, because I kind of feel bad, because I had him, kind of promised him a game with you, so I'll start it up. Shakur, cool?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. Let me add you. And then after this, we'll take some questions. So, guys on the stream, get ready for some questions for Shew. Here we go. Okay.
What does Killian want?
I don't know. Here's in front of yours, right?
Yeah, he's my friend.
Such a feek? What's a feek? Oh.
I don't know. Uh-oh. This person's Grandmaster, I'm afraid.
You just owned the Grandmaster. Nice. Alright, you ready?
Yes.
Alright, here we go. Let's do this. Just be a machine. That should be easy.
I've never been in Grandmaster.
What? Just play the first week.
I know, I would have been in the last... I was in the last Grandmaster. But during it, I kind of had, like, a losing streak.
Oh, no.
So then my MMR barely under 200.
Right.
So because of the losing streak, and because it was the bug where they had some people who shouldn't be in, it put my MMR to the point where it shouldn't be in when I was in. So it removed me from Grandmaster, and then it put me back into the ladder at 0 points instead of at 800 where I was.
Right.
So I essentially got, like, cheated out of Grandmaster for this season.
Really? That sucks. Man, the whole ladder, I mean, I don't know who they have working the algorithm and the, just their MMR and everything for the ladder, but it is so flawed, it's like ridiculous.
It's all good.
Yeah. But it matters to you guys, you know what I mean? It's like that GM stuff, it's all marketing stuff for you guys, it actually has an impact when, normally it nobody really cares about it, but
yeah. Like, people who don't know it, like, when you say, oh, I'm not in the best league, even though I play against the best people, it doesn't compute in their minds.
Yeah, it's such an arbitrary thing, I swear.
On my other account,
mm-hmm.
It's stuck at ClarityShew. I can't change the name. It's like, its MMR is, like, top, and I get paired up against, like Violet and, like Ostagy and stuff all the time.
Right.
And I can't get into GM because it's like 23rd in Masters.
Right.
And it's like 23rd in my division of Masters.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. So this person looks like they kind of went for an early-ish pool. But I'm just gonna block their expansion. I'll put mine down. Whenever
you ever scared of them blocking yours though?
Yeah, that's why I was just gonna say I send 2 probes because then that way they can't.
Right. Still delayed a little bit though, but yeah, he's gonna lose that guy though.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe not.
I mean, delay in the sense that they build
like a Evo chamber, right? Yeah. Got it.
So I'm just gonna build the cannon, force him out. Just gotta run now.
Okay.
See what he does with his lings. If he went straight to my base, then I'm kind of afraid. Actually, no, I can just build a second cannon.
So we're talking Stargate opening again, right? Or no?
Most likely.
Okay.
Maybe I'll go for its +2.
Yeah, do something. Do something different. That'd be cool.
His lings are staying. Yeah, I want to get different games. His lings are staying in his base. They went to go kill my pylon, so I know my cannon will get done in time. Actually, I think that was a 14 pull. I think my timing was just off. So I'm just chronoing probes. Get some gas. Get my probes. Get gas. Probes are important. I transfer 4. I like to transfer 4.
Okay. Why?
I don't like transferring too much. I don't know. I don't like having like half of a mining base and then another half of a mining base, and then it takes like 5 years for the for my econ to like fully kick in.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have like a base that's starting and a base that's pretty saturated.
So do you rally both to the one that's needs to be saturated?
I will when my main is saturated enough.
Right. I got it.
Right now, I feel that it is. Okay, he took that as a really fast third. Hopefully he didn't see that probe, I can hide it. If not, I'll send out my zealot to pressure. And, he's not like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's not that. But, I need to get my +1. Gonna send out my zealot. I'm just gonna take the watchtower, deny vision, maybe sneak a probe around or something.
You worried about anything at this point?
Well, if he did take that, I guess he could do something really crazy, but no. I see that his lings are still slow. He took a third. I assume that's his third because he took out my pylon to take his natural. Then again, he could have just not taken his natural and
right.
really mind games me, but I've never played against that ever. So,
yeah, that would be pretty odd.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna get a probe hidden on the map. Get my Twilight Council. I should have gotten that probably sooner, but oh well. Just keep crying out probes. Get some sentries, let them build up energy, and then I'll mass up stalkers. I'll go for my +2 8 gate on them. I should probably refine that build. That'd be pretty good to do.
Is there anything he could show you that would force you to build gateways right now, like before Twilight? Because you're always going straight to Twilight, right?
Yeah, I feel really safe.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think there's really anything he can make.
Yeah, he doesn't have speed yet, right? You just saw.
I just saw like 4 lanes without speed, so. And I'm just gonna run into a space with that zealot. I can sacrifice the zealot. Right now I have a lot of money, so it'd be a good time to build some gates. So I'm gonna have 6 gateways right now. I'll have +2 almost ready. Give me 1. Okay, I can't get 1 drone. That's okay.
Upgrade complete.
5, 6, 7. 7 gates is good too. So is 8 though. I'll build 8. So my main pretty saturated now. I'm gonna start transferring. Get chrono boost out that second. My probe is still hidden over here, which is really nice.
I see.
Proxy pylon.
Right. Especially for this push.
Yeah, this would be a pretty nice push.
So you're only 3 gas? Is that on purpose?
I just took my 4th. I'm just slowly building up the gas.
Okay.
And as you can see, my +2's well on its way. Oh, I need more pylons. That's bad.
So there's no third going to be built behind this or anything, right? Or
I mean, I can try. This Overseer C stuff. That's bad.
okay, yeah, he's totally.
I can try to take it, but I need to push to at least 2 damage. So now he knows, so I should probably push out soon. Which means I'm going to chrono boost my +2. Gonna get some more stalkers. I'm gonna build that proxy pylon. I'll build 2. I'm just gonna start pushing out. I'll cut probes now. I'll build a pylon at my 3rd, and I'll leave the probe there just to expand there. I'm gonna push out. My +2 is almost done. It'll be done like before our really big first engagement, which is good.
So you'll attack the 3rd?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the 3rd because I need to do econ damage.
Okay, and then
at least. I need to at least kill a base out.
Force field that ramp. Oh, nice.
Now it's just all big micro.
Yeah, all micro. Okay, so you want to get up this ramp. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna ask you anything. Actually, it's pretty good. Nice. Looks like he will, actually.
Yeah, it's not good. So I'm gonna try and take an expansion behind it. So yeah, he held it.
Yeah, that's that roach ling hold versus the Hydra.
Yeah.
Tweak.
Also, because it wasn't really like that well timed out, my build.
Right.
If I had it a little bit more refined, then I could probably do better.
Any so I noticed all you built were stalkers there. Any reason for zealots?
Any reason for not zealots?
Oh no, just yeah. I mean, are zealots worth anything there? Warping
Well,
in?
there's just a lot of roaches. So.
Oh, okay, cool.
But right now, I just need to back off. Try not to die, because he has a really crucial timing right now, where he can just push with a lot of units and kill me.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want him to do that. So, but he's going to take out those pylons, but I can blink over, do a little...
Tag him a little bit, yeah.
I've just been starting doing that recently. You attack move on a specific unit, like just one roach.
Right.
This force field's barely didn't get off. You attack move on a specific unit, just like one roach.
Right.
And then you shift blink back, and then right when that's killed, all your blink stalkers.
Ah, that's cool.
I've seen Huck and many other really good players do that, so I try to put it in my play.
Right. You know, when you're just harassing, basically. Yeah, got it.
So right now, go for Robo. Get some Immortals up here.
Do you want to build 2 or just 1?
He still doesn't have speed, which worries me. I don't want to get 2 because he might be getting mutas. Oh,
I see.
That's a lot. So I'm kind of afraid of mutas right now. Should be getting my +3.
So many roaches. He's probably not, right?
Yeah, I don't think he is anymore. But I could get a second one, I guess.
Yeah, look at all those roaches. I mean, there's no way.
I need more pylons, though. And he has no upgrades at all, which is interesting.
Right.
So I need to get some observers out here. I'm going to leave the stalker at the watchtower. And I'm going to take out those rocks for my fort.
Okay.
While getting observer, I'll get some for Colossus and some Immortals along with this. So I'll go up there, take my 4th. Okay, he has Hydras. Get that stalker back. So right now, I just gotta survive.
Until that Colossi comes out, right?
Yeah, it's all survival at this point. I can even use my Blink Stalkers to take out some creep. He's not keeping the watchtowers right now, which is really bad. He has army. He has the better army than me. He should be keeping the watchtowers.
Which meaning he should just be setting camp right there. I mean,
he should just be sitting there with his fire.
Oh, I see. Wow. That's a good point. I don't know what else he would be doing with his army right now.
Oh, or he could be dropping.
Oh, he's dropping. That's true. Oh, it's not a very good drop, though. Oh, he would have been... Yeah. Yeah.
He's actually still going to drop into my main, but I can just pick up.
Yeah, he can just... No, that was not cost efficient at all.
Yeah, now go ahead. But he's going to attack over there at the same time.
Right.
I got my army.
Yeah.
And I can force field off, which is cool.
It's a good thought, it just wasn't synced properly.
Yeah. I don't want to lose my sentries, but I'm probably going to. Right here I can work.
Oh, actually, his Hydras are doing well.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. There's the Zelt warping like you said.
Don't lose that one. There we go.
Okay, now you're feeling really good, right? The 2 Colossi out.
Getting in the range.
3rd's up, 4th you can start
Saturating.
saturating. Actually, you have shit load of probes right now.
Oh, no. I just realized my zealot was blocking all my stalkers. That's the bad thing about that whole position zealot.
Yeah.
He'll win you games, and then he'll also block your whole army.
Yeah, but he'll win you more games than not with that ling run by.
Yeah.
God.
Like, you know that scumbag Steve meme?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what he is, essentially. Except he does good things for you. So he's like a good guy Greg and a scumbag Steve combined.
Yep.
But right here, I see he's getting a Spire, and it looks like it's moving around, so he's probably getting upgrades with it, so that means he'll probably transition into Blue Lord's late game, and he's probably getting a lot of Corruptors right now.
Right.
And I don't know where his army rally is. It's a weird army rally. Okay, that's a tiny army. He's either dropping again, which I don't think is likely because of how bad it he sent like 5 roaches.
Yeah, but
So-
that's...
I'm just gonna attack at a flank where his spines aren't, and attack before he can get a crucial number of Corruptors. Oh, he went muta transition. Oh. So
That's still not good, right? I mean,
that's actually the worst thing.
yeah, I mean, you went Blink Stalker to begin with, so
Yeah.
it's
Especially when you're behind like this, it's actually like the worst transition. I lost 2 Stalkers, and that's it.
right.
I'm still maxed, and I'm just gonna go take out his bases,
Right.
so he's not mining, just to be on the safe side.
What other choice would there be, actually?
I mean, I could go for his main and take out his tech,
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's
but still have mining bases and have time to rebuild his tech.
sure.
See, now he's just going for a base race. I don't like this. 'Cause I'm gonna have to be forced back.
Well, you don't have to send your whole army back, actually, right? I mean,
It's a lot of Blink Stalkers.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can just happen to have it. There you go. Yeah. Still win.
Yeah. But he's gonna be taking out like all the pylons in my main, which is pain.
Yeah, but he doesn't have enough mutas.
Yeah.
You're gonna actually kill him.
I also got my Colossus Stalkers for base.
It's probably what he should have done, but
Yeah.
yeah. Nice game, man. That was great recovery from the 8 gate. Yeah, that was pretty key. A lot of people would have just given up after that, like kind of all in type of thing.
Yeah. Oh, we ended right at 2.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, do you mind taking some questions though?
I would be honored to take some questions.
Okay, great. So, guys, I think it's the Q&A portion. If you guys got questions for Shew, let's shoot them in the stream chat. Any questions? Surely there's questions. Gosh, everybody's been asking about ZVPs.
Also, my friend told me to point out that I killed like almost all of his drones when I linked into his third. So like, it wasn't a complete fail because he essentially went back to 2 base econ.
Right,
So,
that's true. That's true.
at least I killed the drones.
Yeah, he definitely stayed on roaches for a long time. Are you talking about that last put? Wait, you were talking about the 8 gate. Oh, the 8 gate, yeah. Yeah, because you actually got into his third, right?
I hope there's some questions.
No questions? Come on, guys. You're on my stream, right? Let me mod you.
I'm on it now.
Let me mod you.
Hello.
Where are you? There you are.
How to trade cost effectively with stalkers and sentries with Zerg? Is that to trade cost efficiently against stalkers and sentries with Zerg, or with stalkers and sentries against Zerg?
I think as Zerg, like if I'm a Zerg asking you, like how should I trade with a stalker sentry? I guess what's a good composition, or is there a type of engagement that I need to try for? I guess that's maybe a better question.
I think in his situation where he went to go attack my third and I held it, and he went for the drop thing too, I think drops are good. You want to spread out Protoss army, especially if they have just stalkers and sentries, because that's not really a spreadable army besides the blink stalkers if they have blink at that time.
Right.
And it's that army gets weaker the more it's split in hydras and roaches, even if small numbers are really good. In bigger fights is where they get worse, because the bigger both armies, like the Protoss army, will just stack better. And I think to trade cost efficiently, you have to catch the Protoss out of position. You can't attack into, like, say, like, where I was, where I could just, like, force field you off twice. Like, you have to attack into a big concave, with, like, your roaches and your lings, and make sure your army is, being spent reasonably. Like, don't just send them in and trade, like, your roaches and, zerglings just for a nexus. Go in there, use the lings to run in, take out probes if you can. If you can, take out, like, focus fire sentries down. That's very important. You definitely want to get sentry count low. It's really hard.
Right. I mean, the force fields were just huge.
It's just really hard to trade cost effectively against a good force field player.
Well, I mean, should a Zerg bait the force fields instead of, like a lot of people just like, oh, okay, let's just go engage, like the first thing they do, right?
Yeah.
But really, I mean, Zerg should probably try to bait, like kind of feign attack and then back off just to get some force fields, and then maybe eventually go when there's probably less energy. I don't know. Okay, next question. I played yesterday. Oh, there's a question about the Viper.
Shipping discontinued. Honestly, I don't know all of the units that will be in Heart of the Swarm. I know most of them, but I can't name them all off the top of my head. I just don't know how it'll be.
I mean, I think everything we've seen, like at BlizzCon and stuff, is going to be completely changed by the time.
It's a toss-up.
Yeah.
We need, honestly though, there's no other real way to beat Broodlord, Infestor, Corruptor, Roach. Like,
yeah, that's
you
true.
have, like, Zergs complain about the Vortex and Archon toilet, and I agree. Like, I laugh when it's that point of the game.
You're so cruel.
Because it's unfair, I know. But there's no other way to beat that army composition without Vortex.
Yeah, but that's not good balance in the game when it's just, when the pendulum just kind of
I've actually
swings
lost
so.
too, though. The way to beat
it
is to use Infestors and Overseers well. You snipe his observers, and then you Neural Parasite his mothership, so that when all your units come out of the Vortex, all of your units, all the Zergs units are cloaked, and all the Protoss units aren't.
Oh, wow.
Mothership. I've lost like that, and it's like I got anti-toileted.
Wow. Huh. So, wow, that's pretty cool.
Just kill all my observers. If I don't have an observer with my army, I essentially lose because you just Neural Parasite my mothership.
Yeah, no, but you can snipe that Infestor quickly, though.
Yeah, unless it gets Neural Parasited and then cloaked.
Oh. Oh, wow, I didn't even think about that. That's cool.
Granted, that's hard to do.
Holy shit, that's cool. Yeah.
It's extremely situational, but I've lost because of it.
It's pretty easy to kill the Observer. It's very easy to kill the Observer, actually, because you always have Corruptors with it and an Overseer, so it's definitely, not hard to do that. Okay, well, that's a lot of micro, but that's cool. I never actually thought about that. Okay, what's next? I played yesterday on the ladder and went Nexus first into 2 Gate Zealots with no Forge. You attacked with 6 Zealots and forced Roaches, and even taking 0 damage, killing your 6 Zealots with 4 Roaches. I was so far behind on workers that I was... What? Any tips?
Polylol, I believe he went Hatch first that game. That's why I put down the double gates to put Zealot pressure on, because I probably could have taken out the Hatch with good micro or forced a lot of spines and killed drones and Zerglings. I think going Roaches was fine. But actually I'm not fully sure on that. I think you either needed to take a really quick third. You definitely needed to take a quick third with that. because I was scouting for one. I didn't see any quick third anywhere. And I don't remember everything else about that game, but you built like a couple spines and like 6 roaches or 4 roaches, you said, and 6 zealots just for that was a really cost efficient for me. And I think you honestly could have held the hatch first with just good spines and good micro with lings and queens. I don't think the roaches were necessary. I haven't really tested it out because that's sort of a funky timing kind of thing because nobody does that, but except me sometimes. But I'll look into it. I think you should test it. Like if you have a Protoss friend, just tell him, hey, watch this game and do this, and we'll see if I can hold it with no gas at all.
Yeah, six zealots. I mean, I think the threshold is like 4. Like when you get to 5, I think lings and queens don't hack it very efficiently.
If you have a spine crawler, because he had a spine crawler.
God, it's hard to kill 5 zealots though. I mean, with like 2 queens and a spine and slow lings, basically, right?
It's very micro intensive, but I think it just needs testing.
Yeah, I think so.
I would test it out.
Cool. Next let's just do 5 more. How about that? We don't want to keep you here for like super long.
I got all night.
Okay, if you want to stay, that's cool. Is there a reason that drops are underused? In what situation should I go for drops? And this is Protoss question, obviously.
I think. Oh, so Protoss doing drops?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't.
Oh, I can answer it for both sides. Protoss, I think now with the Warp Prism, drops are used so often. Just watch Huck's stream. I watch it all the time. His Warp Prism use is out of this world.
Yeah, it is. It's unbelievable.
He destroys hatcheries like no other man. Like, I've seen him just demolish a Zerg with only a Warp Prism.
Where he's got like 5 zealots at every single hatchery. It's like, oh my god.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Is there a reason that drops are underused? I think they're underused just because multitasking is not everybody's strong suit.
Yeah.
So it's hard to do. Multitasking is what I like to think is my specialty. Except, like I can't do it when I talk, so that was a bad example today.
That's different though. Having to rationalize things, to speak is a lot different than having to just do 2 things in the game at once. Yeah.
But I think for the Zerg side, I just don't think drops are that good. But if they are used, I think you should drop a third, drop the main, and attack with your main army all at the same time. You can't just do a drop. Like, it's not Terran. Like, you can't just drop and get out. You kind of have to drop, do damage, and make him split his army in a really nutty way.
Right.
And hopefully you'll win in one spot and then take out a base or something.
But still, even for Zerg dropping like that, it's always been, I don't know. I've always felt it was really questionable. Like watching Idra do it, and all those big matches against Protoss. I feel like it needs to be, you always have to have retention, right? Because you can't just lose your Roach Hydra army like that. So there has to either be feigning on a lot of fronts, or you have to retain those units you dropped and just take whatever damage you did. I mean, what's your take on that? Because once they lose the Roach Hydra army, I feel like you're behind from there on. You might not be that far behind, but you're definitely behind because you just lost that little supply advantage you had, right?
Yeah. It's especially if like the Protoss is just like, all right, screw it, let's counter.
Right.
Like, it's very hard for the Zerg to reinforce. I think, it's drops. I just don't think. I think Zerg is more designed for run bys, especially with lings or roaches, than drops. I think like a ling run by, so cost efficient. I can't tell you how many games. I was going to send you one of the replays where I actually had a ling run by. I had a wall off and I had the zealot in place, but his ling slowly like pushed through what I wanted.
Oh, that's right.
And I'm like,
harsh.
It's a full wall, but like his lings can slowly run by my zealot, even though my zealot's whacking at him.
Right.
And I'm like down like 30 supply to 70, and he's building like a Hydra den and stuff. And like those kind of run bys, or just like 3 base and his third is vulnerable. You can just do a ling run by to that, kill some probes, make him stay in his base. Like those are really strong. I think Zerg's more fitted to run bys.
Right.
Abusing the holes in the SimCity and bases with Protoss, then dropping. Drops can work too, but it's not like Brood War where you can doom drop and do that stuff.
Yeah, I think the biggest argument is that, the Lings are fast. Like Zerg's mobile, while the other two races are slow, so they need that kind of transportation, or just air transportation, basically. Okay, next question.
Do you think
Oh, go ahead.
doing an early push with sentries is dangerous because they can get picked off? In the replay that we did, it all really depends on your force field micro. I mean, they can surround, but if you have good force field micro, you just anti-force field them. And, just make force fields all around your sentries, and then they're not being attacked. If you do a sentry push, you need at least 2 zealots with it if they have zerglings. If they have roaches, you just have to run away. Sentries and zealots will lose to roach link every time. Unless you have super god micro and you're fighting in a choke.
All right.
But yeah, I think it's not really a push in order to kill. It's a push in order to make him make units, not drones. Sometimes though, you can just push him to the point where you kind of sneak up on him, especially if he has no vision and he has no units and one spine and no drones, and just all drones and no units, and you can just force field his ramp and just attack and win.
Right. Okay, let's see. Can I go far? Is there actually any other question here?
I don't see any others.
I got a question for you. What do you think of, or have you considered integrating the whole Sase White Raw type of, Warp Prism 4th century type of attack?
I try to do it, and it looks good, but I haven't been able to do it successfully yet. I think, especially late game against I'm sorry, it's 2 a.m.
I hear you.
I think late game against in big army fights, you don't want 8 sentries, but if you still have them from early on in the game, if it was a really passive game, you need to find a cost-efficient way to use them. Just put 4 in a warp prism and go see what you can do. Even if they get picked off, it's like they were taking up food in your army. They can be 2 more Archons or your next mothership.
Right.
So I think it's good. It's difficult to do efficiently, and if done correctly, it could be really good.
I think that's the first time I've ever heard anybody say sentries are a waste of supply. Wow.
Well, you want in those really big 200 fights, you'll want 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But if you have 8, because you have 8 in the mid game.
Yeah.
6 to 8. But if you still have that much in the late game, you gotta free that up.
Yeah, that's true. Well, all right, I think that's about it for questions. I guess. All right, there's one that sneaked in here. How should I react to FFE into Phoenix play? Okay, this is the last question, guys.
As a Zerg, I'm assuming then.
Oh yes, as a Zerg.
If you see Forge Fastest Man into Phoenix play, if they go Void Ray into Phoenix, all you need are just make 1 million drones. Because they won't have a ground army because they're attacking you with air units.
Right.
And air units can't kill drones fast at all. You just make a bunch of drones, make a bunch of queens, and make 2 spores at every base. And I've seen people make 7 queens, and they're totally fine because you can use them later on for creep and transfuse for brood lords and stuff. And also if they go Void Ray Phoenix. If they go straight Phoenix, you want to get a couple spores at every base, get some queens, because there's a build, Kibikaki does it, or used to do it. It's a 6 gate into double Stargate Phoenix.
Yes. Oh my god.
He makes 16 Phoenixes. And I remember because I watched him do this build over and over. I used to just obs. the games, and I'm like, okay, I know exactly what he's doing. And he would just make 16 phoenixes and just lift everything. And I think versus that, if you just see him making mass phoenixes, infestors are really good. You just have to micro really well and not let him.
You have to land it, or it's whoever lands first, really, right? Like,
it's pretty much either you land the fungal or you don't.
Yeah, and you die.
Yeah, but infestor roach, I think, is extremely strong against it, because they won't have colossi. They'll have like charge lot, archon, sentry.
What about roach corruptor though?
Corruptors, they'll just have. I think they'll just have too strong of a army, of like just like a ground army, and they can just like push you back and kill you.
Okay.
But corruptors could work. I just haven't seen them used. But they could work.
I see.
I think it would need testing. I'm not a Zerg player, and I don't like just going Phoenix.
Yeah, I don't think straight Phoenix is that smart either. I mean, it's like opportunity cost, right? Like if you could not make 10 of those Phoenixes and make 3 colossi or 4 colossi or something like that, and that's much stronger. I feel like even against an infestor roach army, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So. Okay, so at this point, I'm just gonna let you do any shout outs.
All right, we got one more question though.
Okay, sure. You want to take it? That's cool. Well, I got time. It's all good.
I feel bad.
Yeah.
I've lost so many times to a Protoss Force Fast Expand, and after a couple of minutes, they can have everything from Colossi to DT to Stargate. Any ideas on how to prepare and such? You have to have good Overlord placement, so a ring around your main, send Overlords. You want to scout with an Overlord. The ideal timing to scout what the Protoss will be doing, I would say make sure your Overlord gets into their base around the 6 minute 30 to 6 minute 45 second mark on the counter. Like this, the in-game counter, like the 6:30 minute to 6 minute 30 seconds to 6 minute 45 seconds. You want to have an Overlord coming into their base to see what they're doing, because at that time the Protoss will have already committed to a tech structure, and a Stargate will be almost completion. The Stargate usually finishes at the 7 minute mark. That's when you start your void ray, around like 7 to 7:10. And so you want to send in an Overlord to scout that, and you'll scout like diagonally through the main. You'll scout 6 gates, you'll scout void ray, you'll scout a robo, you'll scout whatever you see. And also you need to be constantly poking with your zealots or your zerglings in the front. See if he's getting +1 on this forge early. See if he's getting a lot of gateway units out early. Because if they're going Stargate, they're more or less going to be delaying the +1.
Right.
And if they're going to be going for a gateway army, they're going to be getting the +1 fast. So they'll be chrono boosting it a lot, so you can check chrono boost. Chrono boost lasts 20 seconds, I think. So just check back every like 20 seconds or so.
Third and fourth gas is pretty telling too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also,
just timing on that.
Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Also check their third and fourth gas to see if they take it. If they don't, then they might be going for an earlier zealot stalker or zealot sentry kind of.
Yeah, 6 gate push, right?
Yeah, it's very common. The 6 gate with only 2 with +1 and 2 gas.
Yeah, it comes really early too.
Yeah, if they take all 4, they may be going for a gas heavier thing, or maybe like a 2 Stargate.
Yeah, but the Overlord timing, that's perfect.
Yeah,
I think basically when you're building the Evo chamber, like every Zerg builds at like 6:30 nowadays or 6:45, just send in that Overlord. That's what I do. It's just like a mnemonic for me.
And also, against the Force Fast Expand, just take a really quick third.
Yeah.
That's just the best thing to do. Do you think the amount of damage Storm does is too much? No.
Oh, come on. What kind of question is that? He's not going to say yes.
Well,
it's not, though. I totally agree with you. It's not.
It tickles roaches.
Yeah.
It tickles roaches. A burrowed roach, just, like, what's that going to do? Like,
well, it tickles roaches, but it's devastating to lings and muta. I mean, it's just a light unit. It's a light unit spell. I mean,
But, like, a burrowed roach, I kind of had a brain fart, but a burrowed roach, like, won't lose any health if it's like burrowed and has like that regen
Yeah.
and you
Right.
storm it and it won't do anything.
Right.
Like burrowed roaches coming at you and you don't want to attack, you just want to kite them, storm won't do anything. Like, so, against Terran, storm, it destroys marines, but it tickles marauders. Like, even medevacs can out heal with them. And, sometimes. And I just think, and it's really easy to micro out of. Like, really easy. So, I don't think it does too much damage. It does the right amount of damage to the right units. To other units, it's really bad, but other units, it's really good.
Right.
Have you ever failed a 4-gate and still won? Yes.
Had to do damage though, right? I mean.
Or just play a lot better than the other person.
Okay. That's true. Okay, I think that concludes the questions now.
Yeah.
Any shout-outs?
Shout out to my new team, Team Clash. You can go Team-Clash, Team-Clash,
Team.
Team-Clash, Team hyphen,
You want to just type it out? That might be easier.
Team-Clash.com, Twitter.com/ShewTV, Twitch.tv/Shew_TV.
So you're going to start streaming more now, right? I know for a while you had stopped.
I want to stream.
Mhm.
I love streaming, but I get like 1 to 2 viewers every time.
Well, we're going to change that. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, guys, like for sure.
Unfortunately, though, I'm going to be in California, back home for winter break for the next 3 weeks, and my computer there is not really that good to stream.
Right.
Like, it makes the game pretty laggy and stuff. So maybe I'll try it once or twice. Maybe I won't stream while I'm there. But yeah, when I'm here in college, I have this really good computer that I can stream, have webcam, and all this stuff on.
Right.
So,
Awesome. Yeah. Next time we'll have a webcam going for sure. Because I've just been meaning. I think this weekend I'm going to get that all set up so that we can start doing some visuals.
yeah. But follow me on Twitter.
Yes.
GhostGotion.com. Sixpool Gaming. I'm a part of them. Expect big things from Sixpool Gaming. Why did I say black or blonde hair? I have black/brownish hair, I guess.
Why are you asking that to Conquer? Jeez, that's a weird question. But yeah, definitely take coaching from this guy. Watch him. And obviously, this session was wonderful. I think for everybody. So,
I felt the info out there.
Yeah, it was a pleasure having you on, man. And I welcome you anytime you want to come on, dude. Anytime you want to come out, just hang out and just whatever. Every Monday, Thursday we have this, and it's like again, I pretty much make this pretty informal and open to all the coaches that have come on and kind of been part of this. So it's awesome.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah. All right.
I think it's pretty much bedtime.
Yeah, exactly. I'm feeling the same way. But all right, guys. That kind of concludes the show. Going to shut off the stream now. I'll have the VODs up tomorrow on my YouTube site. I'll post it everywhere. So keep a lookout for that. Watch for this guy. This guy's going to, there's going to be big things for this guy in the future. He's going to be in Korea, right? Soon. Hopefully.
I honestly, I would love to be. Like, if the opportunity arose, I would completely have to take it.
Korean team, man. That's probably likely.
No, but like, to be honest, like, I'm even taking Korean in college right now.
Yeah, that's good.
Like as preparation for it.
Yeah, so that's commitment right there. That's cool.
My dream, honestly, is to be living in Korea in a pro house playing this game.
That's awesome.
So
that's what I like to hear, man.
Trying my best.
That's awesome. All right. I guess we better I gotta get to bed soon too.
Yeah,
so.
for sure.